What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman. We got a Bulls Jazz watch party on tap for you guys today. Welcome in the Bulls. A little rough start over the weekend. We haven't been live for a game since last Wednesday, and the Bulls have dropped 3 in a row, and they are now 2-5 on the season, and they're taking on the 2-5 Utah Jazz. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this game goes. But while we let the audience build up, you guys know what we do here. Let's get a real one roll call in the chat. If you guys are tapped in right now, if you guys are tuned in, just give me a real one down below. Listen, if you're watching right now with these 2-5 Bulls, you're the definition of a real one. So shout out to everybody who's going to tune in today. But yeah, Bulls Jazz is what is on tap for tonight's slate. Just going to hang out and have a good time. And hopefully the Bulls get a win. Hopefully they turn this around a little bit. But, yeah, in our pregame show, we're also going to talk a little bit about just, like, Zach LaVine. He had some interesting comments about him being traded. Billy Donovan, definitely on the hot seat. Vegas has him as the favorite to be fired. Saquon Barkley saying, Noti gang. What up, Saquon? We got DJ PJ on the beat. Shout out to you. Welcome in, everybody. Adam Schmidt saying, see you red. Christian is saying, yo, Seeps. What up, Christian? How you doing, man? Welcome in, everybody. Hey, you know what? Even the Bulls are 2-5, I love coming on here just hanging out with y'all. So I am excited for this one. And honestly, I'm just excited to see how this team bounces back because you had, especially that Nuggets game, we'll focus in on that here for a little bit. That Nuggets game, you were up 2 at half and you got down 20 within probably the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. Man, it was tough. Mac Too Much, what up, baby? He said he's tapping in, bro. Let's get a W. It's been a tough start to the season, dog. Mac, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. It has been a very tough start to the season, but, you know, we're going to have to adjust. We're going to have to move on, and we're going to have to get this going. We're going to have to get this going because kind of what Saquon is saying, can we get the rebuild started? I'm in the same boat. I'm almost, like, tired of watching like the same big three. I mean, I was tired of them last year. I was tired of them midway through last season. And they obviously decided to bring everybody back, and I thought that was just a bad decision. But I think that's a good segue to what I want to ask you guys. I wanted to get to this early. Should the Bulls trade Zach LaVine right now? If you are the Bulls, you're in charge of all the roster moves. Would you trade Zach LaVine? Give me a T for trade or give me a P for pass. Because right now the Bulls, they're 27th in offensive rating. They're 23rd in defensive rating. And they're 29th in net rating, which, if you guys don't know, that's very bad. Listen, the Bulls defense, I was saying heading into the season, if they wanted to at all have a good season this year, they were going to have to rely on their defense. And they just haven't been a good defensive team this year, frankly. Listen, you had the Nuggets. The Nuggets were emptying your bench on you in the third quarter. Like I tuned into the Nuggets game about in the third, and I was like, oh, Colin Gillespie's in. Julian Strawther's in. I mean, these guys that are playing in the preseason, and the Bulls are getting cooked by them. And honestly, just the whole ego and just the arrogance around this team is really starting to piss me off. Like, you know, these comments from LaVine and Vooch, like they're acting like pretty much they're just acting like, oh, this is not on us at all. This is on coaching. This is on the entire staff. And I'm just like, dude, it's on you guys at the end of the day. This is a superstar league. You are the 3 best players. You are the veterans. Honestly, it's just really starting to irritate me with these guys. But Saquon saying you should trade DeMar, Zach, and Vooch, but you will get lowballed, unfortunately. Oh, 100%. The Bulls are going to get lowballed if they try to trade any of these guys. Obviously, I think LaVine is your number 1 trade piece. But, I mean, DeMar, what are you getting for DeMar? Like, he's on a 1-year deal. You could probably get a first, if that. But, man, they're showing they're comparing Lauri Markkanen and Patrick Williams' stats this year. Right now, Patrick Williams, just so everybody knows, he's averaging 5 points a game, 32% from the field, 16% from 3, with 3 boards and an assist. And he started most of the games. Think about that. He has just been terrible. Like, he has just been terrible. And Markkanen's having another great year. 24-10, 46 from the field, 44% from downtown as a true stretch 4 in the league. Like, listen, I'll tell you what, it is going to hurt it is going to hurt to watch Lauri Markkanen kill the Bulls tonight. But hey, Vegas still has the Bulls as a 5-point favorite in tonight's game, which I frankly can't believe. But let me know, would you trade Zach LaVine or should the Bulls trade Zach LaVine? What do you think is best for the franchise moving forward? Give me a T in the comment section or give me a P for pass. Smack Too Much saying, does Pat stay with the team by the deadline? I don't know. I think last year I thought the Bulls should have got rid of everybody, and they unfortunately did not. And yeah, I just don't know. I really don't have a good answer for that. I would keep Zach, P-Dub, and Kobe. Well, the thing is, if you only move off Vooch and DeMar, what type of haul are you really getting for those guys? Who wants Vooch? Frankly, I don't know if there's a team in the league that really wants Vooch. He's a back-to-the-basket big that complains. The amount of, excuse my language, the amount of yapping, I was about to say the B word, but the amount of yapping Vooch does, man, it just drives me crazy. It just drives me crazy. But hey, we're up to 31 people watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're diving into more of a pregame show around LaVine, Vooch, and what they could possibly do with Patrick Williams, and maybe the Bulls could actually salvage this season. We'll also talk about Lauri Markkanen here in a second, but I do got to give a huge shout-out to today's sponsor of our Bulls Jazz watch party, PrizePicks. I've been telling you guys about PrizePicks all season long. It is the best way to just add a little more juice to the games. And it's simple, guys. It's daily fantasy made easy. All you got to do is pick 2 or more players, choose more or less on their projected stat types, and you guys can start rolling in the cash today. I absolutely love PrizePicks. I use it for pretty much every game I watch. Anytime it's a more boring game, just like this Bulls-Jazz game. You just make some plays, and you can start winning some serious money today. So, guys, make sure you guys do get hooked up with PrizePicks today. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the promo code CLNS, and you guys will get a first deposit match up to $100. They absolutely hooked it up with you guys, so make sure you guys do get involved. The link for that is in the description of today's live show. So make sure you guys do get involved over there at PrizePicks, man. Make sure you guys go get involved at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS. But this is a question I want to ask you guys. Who has disappointed you the most this season? Obviously, the Bulls are off to a 2-5 start, and I think there's multiple answers for this. I really don't think there's one right answer. But what player has disappointed you the most? Let me know your thoughts down below. As Alyssa is saying, hey, can we do what our Cubs are doing and get a new coach? Hey, I agree. Hey, Craig Counsell, new coach for the Chicago Cubs. So, hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Shout out to the Cubs for getting them. But then Saquad's is saying, or DJ saying T for trade Zach LaVine. I'm with you. Then Saquad saying, how many more losses before AK finally admits he made a mistake and fired Billy? See, okay, the thing is, it's not like if we get a new coach in here, it's not like this roster is going to work. And, listen, I understand. Our post-game show, if the Bulls lose tonight, it will 100% be about the Bulls need to fire Billy Donovan. But, dude, the thing is if you're adding a new coach, what is he really going to change? You still have a big three that is just offensive-minded big three that just can't get it done down the stretch of the game. And, that's really what it comes down to. You have an offensive big three that can't consistently generate shots at the end of the game. They can't consistently generate double teams, get other players shots. I just absolutely hate the construction of this roster. In terms of a perfectly constructed modern-day roster, I look at the Boston Celtics. You got 2 3-and-D wings. You got a rim protector who can also shoot threes. You got 2 really good point-of-attack defensive guards in Drew Holiday and Derek White. Then you look at the Bulls. It's you got a back-to-the-basket big, and then you got a DeMar DeRozan that, still is playing it's 2015. And then you got a ball hog in Zach LaVine. It's just this roster is a joke. That's why firing the coach. Yeah, it could help a little bit, but I don't know. I just don't really think Billy is the issue. I don't think Billy's done a good job whatsoever, but I don't know. It's not like Billy is, or a new coach would change everything. So, but I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. Saquads is saying, or Maya's World saying, what's up, Patrick Siepman? I was on the Minnesota Vikings live stream for the NFL. See red, let's go Chicago Bulls. Shout out to Maya's World for tuning in. I appreciate it. And then DJ PJ saying Vooch is the biggest disappointment. Vooch is up there, man. I mean, Vooch is just, we know who Vooch is. That's the thing. I don't even get upset with Vooch anymore. it's just because like I knew who he was coming into the year. His game just doesn't translate to modern day basketball, and he's also the biggest crybaby in the NBA. Like I'm fully convinced of that. Like I hate it so much. Like how much like I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like this team like pisses me off, and like I really wish I didn't have that. Like the Bulls could be a bad team. You could go win 20 games, but at least have some young talent. At least have like some guys I can kind of buy into. Like there is not a single player on this team besides Alex Caruso and Kobe White and like Torrey Craig and Javon Carter that I really like. And the thing is with guys like Caruso, Craig, and White or Carter, it's like they're not young guys. Like I can't really like buy into those guys because like they're role players. Like the Bulls don't have one young guy that I'm like he could be a star in the NBA. Maybe Kobe White, but it's just incredibly disappointing what this team has done, man. It's just incredibly disappointing. I'm going to keep it real with you guys because this team just stinks. Like, this team just stinks. But let me know. Who do you guys got tonight? Who do you got tonight? Let me get this going for you guys. Who do you got? Type B for the Bulls or type J for the Jazz. Let me know who you guys got. B for the Bulls, J for the Jazz. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments section. I'll give another one. P-Dub. Yeah, I mean, P-Dub's averaging 5 points a game on about, what is it? He's shooting 36% from the field and 16% from downtown. So, listen, Patrick Williams has been awful. Patrick Williams is, frankly, he's up there as one of the biggest busts in recent time in the NBA. The fact that we technically traded him for Lauri Markkanen is a absolute joke. Because Lauri Markkanen, talk about modern-day players, he's a great example of that. Emin is in the chat saying, what's up? What up, Emin? How you doing? What up, what up, what up? What up, everybody? Still around 7 minutes away from tip-off right now. They're showing highlights from the Bulls-Nuggets matchup. It was so funny. Like, of course, the Bulls kept it close there. Still, I want the Bulls to win. Hey, type those Bs, baby. Bulls are our favorite today. Kind of wish we traded P. Will for Grant now. 100%, dude. Grant Williams is 10 times the basketball player Patrick Williams is. 10 times. Yeah, they're just showing highlights from the Nuggets-Bulls game right now. Man, yeah, the Bulls just, there was no Jamal Murray. No Jamal Murray for most of the game, and the Bulls just got their ass kicked. LaVine was terrible versus the Nuggets. He plays such selfish basketball. Oh, my God. LaVine plays the most selfish ball in the world. Will is saying, let's go. What up, Will? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me know. Who do you guys got? B for the Bulls, J for the Jazz down in the comments section. But also, let me ask you guys this. With obviously the Bulls struggling, 2-5, if the Bulls do, they will win. Let me know. If the Bulls do, they will win tonight. They're showing Jokic just cooking Nikola Vucevic. No Jamal Murray last game. The Bulls got absolutely worked. Christian Brown killed the Bulls last game. Just another good young role player. Making winning plays over and over again. Bulls just don't have that. Honestly, makes me mad watching other NBA teams because, like, also I'm always a believer in, like, eyes don't lie, man. Eyes don't lie in the NBA, and with the Bulls are just a terrible team. Play Io at point, coming in for Blake. I don't hate it. I mean, you got to switch something up. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're 2-5. Like, you got to make more moves here. Like, you got to make more moves. You know what? Let's get the comment section going here. We need to get some camaraderie because even though the Bulls may be bad, let's get some camaraderie. If you guys love the Bulls, let's just spam B in the chat. I'll race you guys. Listen, we got 20 people with us. It's a small little family we got watching right now. Let me know. Type those B's in the chat. If you love the Bulls, let's spam it. Let's get the chat going. It's showing Lauri Markkanen. He averaged 30 points a game versus the Bulls last year. Alyssa is saying IO. DJ is saying attack the paint. Definitely need to do that if you want to win. Bulls are breaking it down. 2-5 on the year, man. 2-5 on the year, and this team wanted to run it back. They wanted to run it back. Feels so bad for Stacey King. Seven of the next 8 games for the Bulls are at home this season. Alyssa's typing B's. So the Bulls' upcoming schedule, they got the Jazz tonight. They got the Suns on Wednesday, so that's a loss. They got the Pistons on Suns on Wednesday, Pistons Sunday. Then they got the Bucks next Monday. Then they got back-to-back games against the Magic and then back-to-back games against the Heat. Bulls, this is a very important stretch. Very important stretch. Tell you what, Javon Carter's been great. Maybe you got to start Javon Carter. Maya's World is saying trade Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso and some picks for D'Lo, Rui, and also 2029 first. I would do it. I would do it. If you could get that Lakers 2029 first, do it. Just to move off those guys, 100%. Emin is saying we need teamwork. I agree. We need better chemistry, 100%. Listen, the Jazz, if you guys want a little breakdown of the Jazz before we dive into this, Jazz are a very simple team. Pretty much the Jazz in their 2 wins this year, they shoot 45% from 3. In the Jazz 5 losses this season, they're shooting 31%. So simple, Jazz are a make-or-miss team, but they're led by Lauri Markkanen. He's averaging 23.3 points per game with 10 rebounds, shooting 44% from deep. Lauri's been awesome. Still mad they traded him, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of Lauri. But, I mean, shoot, man. Still way better than Vooch, way better than DeMar, way better than Patrick Williams. I'd honestly probably take Lauri Markkanen right now over Zach LaVine. 100%. You could call me crazy. You could say I'm being a hater of the Bulls, but I think right now I would take Lauri Markkanen over Zach LaVine. Sandroko is saying trade DeMar. I really wonder what type of compensation you could get for DeMar DeRozan. Honestly, I don't think it could be that much. I just wish this Bulls organization took it a little more serious. Like, I just feel like they just don't take like winning seriously. Like, they're so okay with just putting out an okay product, and it's just so frustrating. Like, there's no sense of urgency with this team like being bad, and it honestly drives me crazy. It drives me mad. Bulls Nation is saying let's go Chicago. Shout out to you, man. Someone sign someone, then trade them. I don't know who you're talking about, Sam Z. I don't know who you're talking about, but yeah, man. Bulls Jazz getting underway here in a couple of minutes. They're showing highlights right now from a couple of Bulls practices. LaVine being mic'd up. So funny. They're showing Bulls practice footage right now, and it's like, oh, they're moving the ball around. It's like, this is just nothing like they play in the game, man. Just nothing like they play in the game. Just such a disappointing start to the season. That Nets loss, like, you lost to Brooklyn Nets at home. Listen, I'm not saying the Nets are a terrible basketball team, but with the big three the Bulls have, and you lose to the Nets at home, disappointing. Disappointing. Sandroko is saying DeMar value is low for a reason. 100% it is. He's just not, like, DeMar, like, I appreciate him, you know, this offseason being like, I'm going to shoot more threes. I'm going to get better in that, you know, department. But, like, just not who he is. Like, honestly, I don't even blame DeMar. I blame the coaching staff. Like, it's just bad. Yeah, Bulls Nation. I'm still trying to figure that out. I was meaning to tell you this. Our shipping thing got mixed up. Because, like, we're in a complex and everything, and like we can't get anything shipped until like a couple weeks. They're trying to figure it out. So I appreciate it. Should Chicago trade for Buddy Hield? I mean, yeah, you can, but like, Buddy Hield moving the needle. Buddy Hield moving the needle. Let me ask you that. We lose to the Suns next. Hey, I'll tell you what. You don't win today. Bulls don't win today. You are going to be 2-7 on the year. You are going to be 2-7, and you should trade everybody. So, It's really disappointing for real. It is, man. It is. Like, the thing that drives me mad right now. Listen to me. Listen to me. I love the Bulls. I want to see this team back at the top like they were in the 90s. It's so disappointing that it just seems like the front office, the players, the coaches, they are just, like, obviously they're not okay with what's happening, but it's not keeping them up at night. Like, it's not driving them crazy. Like, I feel like they're not doing everything they can to change it. Kano, what up, baby? Same old Bulls, man. It is the same old Bulls. End of the day, same old Bulls. Trade the big three for Grayson Allen. At least we'll look good when we fight. I'm all in. At least we can have some dogs in the starting lineup. And it's just like LaVine and Vooch specifically. Like, DeMar's fine. DeMar's a great leader, great locker room guy. I'll rarely have anything bad to say about, DeMar. But, like, LaVine and Vooch, they're idiots. They're idiots. Like, they're just, I'm just not a fan of the way they handle themselves, not a fan of the way they play basketball. I'm not a fan of their personalities, frankly. I think they're two very ego-driven basketball players where they think they're better than they actually are, and sometimes you just need to be like, I don't know. That's just the vibe I get from those guys, and, it's very annoying. Honestly, if the Bulls went to a rebuild situation, I'll be okay with them trading for Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Luka Garza, and Mike Conley. Yeah, hell yeah. Give LaVine for those three. Keep DeMar, sign him to an extension. Again, it's like what type of, like, I don't know. It's like what type of team are you, though, if you sign DeMar to an extension? Like, I honestly, I just think the Bulls, excuse me, I think if the Bulls want to get the most out of this kind of group they have, trade everybody right now. And then that's what I would do. I would trade every single player on this team. And then just try to get the most of what you can and lose 70 games this year. That's what I would do, frankly. That's what I would do. Still around 2 minutes away from tip-off. If you guys haven't already, could you guys go down there, give me a like on this video? I would really, really appreciate it. But we're getting into some live play-by-play here in a little bit. Doing a little post-game show that will go out tomorrow morning also on the channel. So we're about 2 minutes away from tip-off here. They're showing the running of the Bulls right now as the Bulls are taking on the Utah Jazz. Battle the 2-5 ball clubs. See if the Bulls can get it done tonight, man. Trade for the Miami Heat guy, 13. Yeah, maybe you could go get Tyler Hero. I would like Tyler Hero. Give LaVine for Tyler Hero. I'll do it right now. Yeah, Tyler Hero, Noah. I'd do it. Bulls are giving out the starting lineups right now. Adam Schmidt saying B all day. What's up, Adam? How you doing, my friend? All right, Torrey Craig is getting the start over Patrick Williams. They're announcing it right now. Torrey Craig getting the start over Patrick Williams. Man, I feel so bad for you Bulls fans, man. It's just not much to look forward to in these games. Like, it's almost like I'm like watching these games just to like see what's going to go bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just watching these games like, how are the Bulls going to mess this up tonight? How are the Bulls going to lose tonight? Oh, I love how LaVine's the last one. Oh, my God. LaVine, there are not many basketball players I dislike more than Zach LaVine, I think, right now. What about the Cubs today, Noah? I know. Craig Counsell. Who would have thought that? That would literally be like the Bulls taking the Bucks coach, or like the Bulls taking like Joe Mazzulla from the Celtics, or like it would be like the Bears like signing Matt LaFleur or something like that in the offseason. Like crazy. Yeah, Craig Counsell, new manager for the Cubbies. Yeah, what up, DJ? What up, everybody? But as we are nearing tip-off right now, let's do this, man. Let's go this. Let's get the C-Reds going. Hey, we're all still diehard Bulls fans in here. If you love the Bulls, let's just type a C-Red. We're going to be doing a Minnesota Vikings live stream tomorrow. I'll be on the Minnesota Vikings live stream tomorrow as well. I am not going to do a Vikings live stream tomorrow, unfortunately. I wish I could, but we will not be doing a Vikes live stream. We'll be live for the game, though, this Sunday versus the New Orleans Saints. They find a way to lose like the Bears. 100%, man. At least, like, who do you think will get Ohtani? The Cubs, baby. We got the Bulls taking half-court shots and warm-ups, running around like a bunch of little schoolgirls. How about this? How about you man the hell up and... Dude, it drives me fucking crazy. Oh! Adam, what up, baby? Shout out to Adam Schmidt. Adam, I really appreciate it, man. You make me doing, like, listen, Adam, inside secret, I love doing the Viking stuff. I would do that any day of the week. But shout out to Adam Schmidt. You make these Bull streams a lot more fun, man, just hanging out with you. But he said, Deer decided to take a nap on I-80 today by Chicago. Truck 1, Deer 0. No way, Adam. You were driving through Chicago today? You smoked the deer? Is that what went down today? Oh, no, Adam. Is the truck okay? Let me ask you this. Is the truck okay? He said truck 1, Deer 0. But, yeah, shout out to you, Adam. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate it, my friend. Everybody type those C-Red Adam. Show love to a real one. Also, Adam, what you did for Jeff Vikings yesterday on Vikings was freaking awesome. So, again, shout out to you. But here we go. We got basketball in Chicago. Bulls do get a stop here. LaVine drives down the lane, gets right by Lauri Markkanen, misses a wide-open layup guarded by Walker Kessler. Now we got Talon Horton-Tucker, hometown kid, driving on Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine couldn't guard me if he tried to. Zach LaVine stinks. Missed the layup, then gets scored on by THT. But now they run a pin down for LaVine. LaVine gets it to Vooch at the high post. Him and DeMar go a little dribble handoff. DeMar finds a wide open midi, shot up and good. DeMar DeRozan gets the mid-range to go. Bulls Nation saying I predicted Ohtani to go to the Braves. I hope you're wrong. Now LaVine on Jordan Clarkson. Let's go to a wide open three. Misses. And then Walker Kessler gets the put back slam because Vooch doesn't box out. All right, here we go. DeMar's now got it. They're running a double pin down for LaVine again. They get it to Vooch. Vooch kicks it to Kobe White. Kobe White going to drive. Kick out to DeMar. DeMar's going to take a three. DeMar DeRozan with 5 early points here as he knocks down the three-point field goal. Here we go, DeMar DeRozan. Let's go, DeMar. Type those bangs. Three-pointer up and good. 5-4 Bulls. Drop off to Markkanen. Markkanen kick out Clarkson. LaVine leaves him. LaVine, let's open another wide open three. This time Clarkson hits. Good stuff, LaVine. Playing no defense per usual. Now Torrey Craig going to kick it to LaVine, guarded by THT. LaVine's going to try the ISO on the left side. Throws a bounce pass to Vooch. Torrey Craig going to try to dance on Lauri Markkanen. Tries to get to a pull-up midi, going nowhere. Vooch now working on Walker Kessler. He gets blocked. Awful move by Vooch right there. Now the Jazz are going to get out and running. It was in the middle of the road and backed into the side. No damage, but Deer is taking dirt. Adam, that's hilarious. As then John Collins knocks open the wide open three. Already 10-5. Already 10-5 in Chicago. Kobe White now going to take a deep three, and Kobe White hits it. Type those bang, bang, bang. Kobe White getting it going. Shout out to Kobe, the only member on this Bulls team that I like right now. Here we go. THT tries to find the backdoor pass to Markkanen, and he's going to throw it away. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Kobe White. All right. LaVine, Vooch run a pick and pop. Vooch kicks it to Torrey Craig. He sets the screen for him. Now Craig's going to drive. Walker Kessler all over that. Vooch is going to get the tip in, but he's going to miss. Now THT is going to get it going in transition. Drives right by LaVine. Good defense by Torrey Craig on help side. He's going to get the stop. Now DeRozan drops it off to LaVine. LaVine gets a nice finish. Running the floor well right there. 10-10 ball game here in Chicago. Pretty up and down play as of right now with 8:30 remaining. Bulls forcing 2 turnovers here early. Little shot fun for Kobe. Listen, I wasn't trying to drink today on stream. This was going to kind of take it easy, hang out with you guys. But, hey, maybe we could, Adam. Maybe we could. But then Lauri Markkanen's going to knock down a three. Only Stephen Curry has hit more threes this year than Lauri Markkanen. Fun fact. Vooch is going to drive now on Markkanen, and he gets the layup to go. Oh, I might have to, Adam. I might have to go get a shot or a happy dad here. As Bulls let open another wide open three, and that is up and good. The Jazz are making it rain here in Chicago with 7:50 left. You just let open wide open three after wide open three. I mean, listen, the reason the Bulls defense is so bad, I was so stupid for thinking this, that the Bulls could have an elite defensive team this year. Your three best players don't play defense. So that's on me. I was legitimately telling you guys that the Bulls could have a good defense this year. That's on me. I forgot when your three best players on the team don't play defense at all, they're going to be bad. So 16-12, Jazz are making the Bulls look like a bunch of punks here on defense, but what are you going to do? We are at a TV timeout. I got to tell you guys about PrizePicks, today's sponsor of today's edition of the Bulls Report. They're sponsoring our Bulls Jazz watch party. If you guys get hooked up with PrizePicks today, they will give you a first deposit match up to $100 if you use the code CLNS. So if you guys hit the prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS, you guys will get a first deposit match up to $100. You guys may be asking, what is PrizePicks? Well, it's daily fantasy made easy. All you got to do is pick two or more players, choose more or less on some projected stat types, and you guys can start rolling in the dough today. If you guys are ever watching a game and just want a little more juice behind it, PrizePicks is the best way to add that juice. Make sure you guys go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Link for that is in the description of today's show. Make sure you guys check it out and get hooked up today. Adam was saying, oh, this was the dry stream. Was Rory Vikings? So, Adam, I was going to actually do Vikings be a dry stream. I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, Vikings was supposed to be a sober stream this weekend. And I realized I was in the second quarter and I was just like, oh, I'm kind of buzzed right now. And I was like, oh, this is supposed to be a sober stream. So, yeah, turns out we're going to do it today on Bulls. So shout out to you. Jason is saying, we'll be okay. A lot of good teams started slow, even Miami. Yeah, but it's just different, if that makes sense, Jason, because the Miami Heat, they're coming off of an NBA Finals run, right? They didn't have, the NBA playoffs are for 2 months. The Bulls season ended 2 months before the Heat. So it makes sense that the Heat started a little slow. Does it make sense that the Bulls started a little slow? No. The Bulls should have came out this year with their head lit on fire trying to get wins. Instead, they're 2-5, and they're one of the worst offenses, one of the worst defenses, and they just don't look good. And it's just incredibly, incredibly disappointing. So, just calling it like it is, man. But Bulls, how many wins do you expect this season? 30. I got the Bulls going 30-52. Here we go. Kobe White getting downhill. He's going to have a layup to go. Build around Kobe White. That's what I want to do. Build around Kobe White. 16-14 here. 7:30 left in the first quarter. Lauri Markkanen going to drive. Throws it up to Walker Kessler. Kick out to Clarkson. Clarkson's got a wide open three. No good. Tough rebound. Bulls aren't going to be able to corral it. Clarkson gets it. Hell of a save by Walker Kessler. Jordan Clarkson's going to drive. Pick and roll right now. Clarkson dancing on Torrey Craig. Step back three. Up. No good. He misses another step back three. Not too good of shot selections by Jordan Clarkson right there. But here we go. LaVine's going to take a pull-up three. Awful shot by Zach LaVine. Another selfish shot by Zach LaVine. I've been saying it all year. Now he gets buried by Lauri Markkanen, and Torrey Craig's going to have to come over and foul. Get Zach LaVine off my basketball team. I'm serious. Get LaVine off the Bulls. I'm not even why I said my basketball team. Get LaVine off the Bulls. I'm so sick of watching him play. He is the most selfish basketball player in the NBA. I really don't think LaVine, obviously he cares about winning. I'm not going to be one of those guys that sits up here and be like, oh, LaVine clearly doesn't care about winning. He does. He just plays the game of basketball. If you had to describe the way he plays the game as a whole, it's selfish. He cares about himself more than the team. And he thinks that's the best way to win. So he's just not a smart basketball player. As Markkanen knocks both in, Bulls are about to give up 50 points in the first quarter. 7 minutes left. The Bulls have given up 18 points in the first 5 minutes. It's a joke. Kobe White gets to DeRozan. Him and Vooch run a little pick and pop. DeRozan's going to try to get the scoop layup to go, and he does. DeRozan with an early 7 points here. We got a bit of a shootout happening in Chicago right now as THT and Kelly Olynyk are going to run a pick and pop for Utah. THT kicks it to Markkanen, gets it back. He's going to take a walk-in three, a deep one for THT. No good. Couple bad shot selections here by the Utah Jazz as LaVine gets downhill. Skip past to Vooch. Vooch wide open three up. No good. I don't think Vooch has made a three this year. Now Markkanen's going to drive right by LaVine and Torrey Craig. No defensive resistance for the Bulls whatsoever, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Lauri Markkanen is saying, get me the basketball. These dudes can't guard me. Terrible defense by LaVine on help side. Just awful. Right there, Markkanen driving down the right side, going for a right-handed layup. LaVine's got the man in the corner. Markkanen gives him one of these, and LaVine just grabs him. How about you step over, slide your feet right there, and take one in the chest like a team player should. Like a team captain should. Joke. What happened to Vooch? Nothing happened. He's the same dude he was last year. He's the same guy. He just stinks. He just stinks. But Lauri is going to knock down the first one, and he's going to knock down the second one, 20-16. Bulls on pace to be giving up 100 and, what would it be, 40, 80, 160 points so far today. All right, Kobe White throws the ball on the Vooch in the block. He's going to work out on Markkanen. Goes nowhere. Kick out to Caruso. Caruso is going to take a stand or a three-pointer. It's up and good. Caruso knocks down the wide open three. Shot at the AC. Everybody type those sixes in the chat. Type those sixes. Here we go. 20-19. LaVine going to get the board off the miss. LaVine trying to get downhill on Jordan Clarkson. He's going to dance. Gets between the legs. Loses the dribble. Snake dribble. Goes nowhere. LaVine just killed 10 seconds off the shot clock by just dribbling. Now Patrick Williams gets to a spot, hits a nice little pull-up midi. Nice little move right there by P-Dub. Patrick Williams got to his spot, rose up, drilled the midi. Saw that Kawhi Leonard in him right there. Saw the Kawhi Leonard. As literally Stacey King just said the same thing I did. As they go up top, the Lauri Markkanen, and Lauri Markkanen gets the layup to go. 22-21. Type those sixes. See Red Bulls get aggressive. I'm with it. Kobe White, deep three, talking about aggression. Almost had it. No good. Kelly Olynyk corrals the rebound up to Clarkson. Here we go. Now Clarkson's got Kobe White on him. Him and Markkanen going to run a little pick and pop. Lauri gets it. Wide open three. Up. No good. Kobe White now gets the rebound. Gets it up to LaVine. Let's play with a little pace here. Bulls are 29th in pace in the league. As LaVine tries to get the dunk and he gets fouled. Walker Kessler is not happy about it. Good play right there by Vooch on the drive by Zach LaVine. That's not a foul. Walker Kessler had a clean block right there on LaVine. LaVine was fouled on his way in. Or I guess not really. I mean, that was a clean play. LaVine tried to dunk on Walker Kessler. Now he's at the free throw line shooting two. LaVine is shooting 40% from the field this season. He's averaging 20 a game. Knocks down the first, though, to tie this ball game up. 22-22, 4:27 remaining here in the first quarter. LaVine at the line. As Isaac Garcia, what up, baby? Shout out to Isaac. He's in the chat. He's saying a C-Red. Hey, man, you love the Bulls. Give me a C-Red. LaVine knocks both down. LaVine knocks both down. Keontae George out of Baylor in for the Jazz. I loved him out of the draft, but since the Bulls traded their first-round pick for Nikola Vucevic, we didn't have a chance to draft him. Great pick there. Clarkson now going to dance on Kobe White. Clarkson gets to his floater. Up and good. Good bucket right there by Kobe White. (24-23). Kick out. Patrick Williams. Pump fake. He drives. Drop off the Vooch. Ball's deflected. Out to Kobe White. Patrick Williams. Deep three. They let him shoot it, and he's going to knock it down. Patrick Williams knocks down the three-pointer. This dude shooting 16% from deep this season, but he knocks down that one. Now Clarkson's going to have another wide open three. He's going to air a ball. Lands right in the hands of Colin Sexton, but he was out of bounds. It's going to be Bulls basketball. 26-24. Bulls up 2. Patrick Williams has 5 points off the bench. He hit his first 2 jump shots. Love to see it out of P-Dub. Love to see it out of Patrick Williams. Did the Bulls give up Markkanen too soon? Coming in from Rocky, 100% they did. As LaVine gets downhill, throws one up, and he's going to get the and one. 28-24. Bulls offense does look good here. Saw that quick first step from Zach LaVine. He attacked the not shot blocker, but he attacked Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk followed him on the floater. LaVine going to the line for 1 after converting the and one. Shout out to Zach. Zach attack. LaVine at the line. Free throw up. It's going to go off right. No good from LaVine. 28-24. Keontae George, rookie out of Baylor, has the ball on the left side of the court. Gets 2 screens from Olynyk and Collins. 1 rolls, 1 pops. He hits the pop to Olynyk. Now he goes handoff. Gets to his pull-up jumper. Going to be no good. Tough shot for a rookie to take right there. Here we go, Javon Carter in the game. Love the way he's played this season. Carter going to take a step back 3. Shot up and good. Javon Carter gets the Bulls up 7. Let's go. Show Javon Carter some love. Type those 5s. Heat up Javon. Are we subtly turning this thing around? Yeah. We'll see. Hope going to continue that with no turnovers and missed shots. I don't know if this is going to continue, but hey, man, good start to the game so far. 31-24. 31-24 Bulls. DJ is saying, are we turning this around? I don't know, man. I don't know. Nice, Javon. Yeah, type those 5s. Javon Carter has played very, very well. Like, whatever you got to say, but, like, Javon Carter has played very, very well. Type those 5s. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to Amando. Shout out to Emin. Shout out to all you guys watching right now. I appreciate it. Hanging out with me, watching this Bulls game. Shout out to all you guys. I appreciate it, yo. Bulls trying to get the 3 and 5. Here we go. I'm gonna tweet something out right now. I want you guys to see this. Let's see what happens in the fourth quarter. 100%. Bulls have been playing good in the first quarter all year. They did a little side-by-side graphic on the Bulls show. It was comparing Patrick Williams and Lauri Markkanen. And, dude, let me tell you something. Lauri Markkanen is averaging 20 more points a game than Patrick Williams. He's shooting like 10% better from the field, 30% better from 3. That's just or 27% better from 3. It's so crazy that, like, I mean, Rocky said it earlier. Like, did the Bulls give up on Markkanen too soon? 100%, man. At least we have Benny the Bull in the popcorn, huh? At least we have that. At least we have Benny the Bull in the popcorn. James Harden is making his debut tonight for the Los Angeles Clippers. Be consistent. We can get this dub. See Red Seeps. Shout out to you, Adam. Shout out to you. Yeah, Bulls definitely do need to be consistent. Chris Dunn in the game for the Jazz. Bulls legend. Chris Dunn took him 4th overall. What a joke of a draft pick that was. Colin Sexton running a pick and roll with John Collins. Drop off. Caruso with the steal. You always count on Caruso to bring the hustle. Type those 6s. Caruso now bringing it up. 4 turnovers for the Jazz, 0 for the Bulls. Bulls have actually not turned the ball over at all this season. They're actually second in the league in turnovers. DeRozan can drop it off to Drummond. Drummond's going to get fouled by Olynyk, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Drummond going to go to the free throw line for 2. Elbow to Kelly Olynyk's face right there. Armando's typing his 6s. DJ typing his 6s. Shout out to y'all. Big Bo typing his 5s for Carter. Carter's played good, man. He was good. He was a nice little pickup. Definitely a nice little pickup. I like the way he plays. Bulls are shooting really well from the field here as Drummond. I thought he was about to make both. Drummond does knock in the first, though. All right, Sexton. Bulls up 8. Gets it to Keontae George. Carter picking him up. Good hands right there by Javon Carter. Got the best of the rookie. Picked his pocket, but it was out of bounds. Hell of a play right there by Javon Carter. Alrighty. 32-24. It is going to be Bulls ball. 2:15 left. They're swinging around the top of the key. They're trying to post up DeMar. He's got Chris Dunn on him. DeMar's going to go to work. Kicks it out to Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams, good move. Gets downhill. Attacks Kelly Olynyk. No good. He tries to get the rebound, but Drummond somehow gets it. Kicks out to Caruso. Kick out to Patrick Williams. Wide open 3. No good. Chris Dunn's going to get it, but he's on the floor. Madness right now in Chicago. Ball's flying all over the place. Now Kelly Olynyk's going to try to drive. Patrick, if you were on the Bulls, what number would you have? I think 20. Colin Sexton going to take a 3. He airballed that by about 5 feet. Chris Dunn now kick out to Olynyk. Can't get nothing to go. And Sexton going to drive right by Caruso, and he gets the layup to go, bring it to a 6-point game. 6-point game, 32-26. Here we go, DeRozan. Kick out. DeRozan and Drummond going to run a little pick and roll. DeRozan gets to his mid-range, no good. Caruso going to pick Chris Dunn up full court. Sexton now going to kick out Olynyk. He's got a wide open 3. Olynyk rips one in Drummond's face, brings it to now a 3-point game. 32-29. Bulls are 5 of 8 from downtown. Carter going to take a step back. He should have shot that, honestly. Then DeRozan's going to get fouled. Come on, P-Dub. I'm with you, Schmidt. I'm with you. All right. 32-29. 50 seconds left here in the first. 32-29. Caruso inbounding the ball. He finds Drummond. Almost throws it away. Dangerous pass right there by Drummond. Him and DeRozan got to run something. DeRozan gets to a spot. Going to take a midi. Up and good. DeRozan. 34-29. DeRozan's got 9 points here in the first quarter. Keontae George throws it up. John Collins had the lob. He's not going to take it. Caruso gets his hand on it. Kick out. Sexton, wide open 3 for the Jazz. Up and good. Collins, Sexton knocks it down 34-32 in a high-scoring matchup. Where's young boy Carugo doing his thing? Yeah, I'm with it, Adam. Where's young boy at? Here we go now. Javon Carter, top of the key. He's going to dance. Bulls just standing around. Bulls just standing around. Him and Drummond going to run a pick and roll. Carter's going to get to a spot. Takes the pull-up 3. Javon Carter has been so hot from downtown this season, and he knocks it down. Bang, bang, bang. Javon Carter. Type those bangs, baby. Now Chris Dunn going to drive. Oh, smart follow there by DeRozan at the inbound of the ball here with 3.9 seconds remaining. Javon Carter, though. 2 early threes. He looks good. Type those bangs, baby. Go Bulls. Love. Go Bulls live. You guys go, go, go. Gina, shout out to you. Kano is saying Carter with the fire emoji. Yeah, he's on fire this year, man. He's playing great basketball. if the Bulls are sellers at the deadline, I could see a team wanting a guy like Javon Carter, like the Celtics. Chris Dunn's going to inbound the ball, finds Clarkson. He's going to take a deep three at the end of the quarter. No good, as the Bulls are going to go into the second quarter up 5. 37 points here for the Bulls in the first quarter. Javon Carter hit a nasty step back, or a pair of nasty step back threes as the Bulls up 5 heading into the second. Adam Schmidt typing his bangs. Bang, bang, bang. All right, we're going to go a little look around the league right now, huh? Let's get a look around the league real quick. Bang, bang, bang coming in from Emma. Type those bangs. Javon Carter's a hell of a basketball player, man. Javon Carter is a hell of a basketball player. Let's take a look around the league right now. The Knicks are at halftime with the Clippers as James Harden has 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for them. So James Harden starting his tenure with the Clippers. The Heat and the Lakers are playing right now. 59-57 over there. Thunder and Hawks are squaring off. It's 29-28 at the end of 1. Shea obviously having a good game so far. The Nuggets, or the Pistons, are beating the Warriors. And Steph Curry's got a weird stat line. Steph Curry's got 25 points. Listen to this. 25 points, 0 rebounds, 1 assist. He's taken 14 threes in 2.5 quarters. Wow. As the Pacers are blowing out the Spurs. Pacers are blowing out the Spurs. Had an argument in the office today. Is Victor Wembanyama a top 15 player in the league right now? I was in the camp he was. He's not having a good game. He's not having a good game, so I guess not too good on my side for that. His cheek looks so bright. Mavericks are losing to the Magic. That's shocking. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. If you guys love the Bulls, let's get the bees going in the chat. Let's get the bees in the chat. If you guys love the Bulls, give me the bees, baby. Give me the bees. Where did I have that? Type those bees, baby. If you guys love the Bulls, type those bees in the chat. Who y'all got? Bulls up 5. Who you got? Type those B's in the chat, baby. Emin in the chat. DJ's in the chat. Shout out to y'all. DJ PJ. Let's get the chat going. Let's get the chat going. All right, here we go. Back in the second quarter. Caruso with the ball. Highest scoring quarter for the Bulls so far this season with 37 in the first. They're going to have the ball here again. DeRozan driving on Chris Dunn. Spins, fade away, shot up. They're going to call an offensive foul here on Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond called for the offensive foul. Love what Drummond's brought to the Bulls this season. Yeah, a little push right there. Good call. Good call. As Adam saying bees in the house. As Killa Hunter Ray saying bang, bang. Bulls gang. Let's go. All right, here we go. THT back in the game for the Jazz. He's going to kick it out to Chris Dunn. That's going to be a terrible pass right there. As DeRozan getting downhill. Kick out Carter. Carter, give me 3 in a row. Rimmed out and in, or in and out. Then Caruso finds Drummond for the easy layup. 39-32. Bulls up 7. Playing good basketball right here with 11 minutes left in the second. 6 turnovers for the Jazz, 0 for the Bulls. Or 1 for the Bulls. Now Chris Dunn, he's going to try to drive, going nowhere. Finds, that's a dude out of Kansas. Back out to Chris Dunn. He takes a wide open 3. He's going to knock it in. Chris Dunn couldn't shoot threes for the Bulls. Knocks one in right there. Bulls are 6 of 10 from downtown. DeRozan driving. Drummond going to be called for another offensive foul. Come on, Drum. Come on, Drum. Illegal screen. Drummond. Set those feet. Come on, man. Emin is saying nice. Shout out to you, Emin. Go Bulls. I love the Bulls. Shout out to Gina. THT going to throw the ball away again. This Jazz team is kind of bad. Similar to the Bulls, though. Like, the Jazz and Bulls are similar vibes. Like, they have names. They're just a bad team. Here we go. Drummond gets it to Io. Io is trying to find DeRozan posting up. DeRozan's got it. Kick out Carter. Another one. He's hitting that. Oh, in and out. And then Drummond gets the and one on the putback. Drummond making plays on the offensive glass like he always does. Let's go. Shout out to Andre Drummond. Get out of my sandbox coming in from Stacey King. Let's go Drum. Let's go Drum. Andre Drummond at the free throw line. Free throw up and good. Drummond hitting his free throws this year, huh? He's in the lab this offseason working on them. Paying off so far. Another turnover for the Jazz. They're just throwing this basketball away. Javon Carter tries to get a three. It's going to be cut off. Drop off to Drummond. Drummond's going to miss a dunk. But he kicks it out to Carter. Carter wide open. No good. Carter's missed 3 in a row. He was right there. As in Drummond's going to get fouled. Damn. Javon Carter. Javon Carter's been hot from 3. He literally just missed 3 threes in a row that are like off by half a centimeter, it felt. Bulls have 5 steals. As Carter's going to take another one, he hits it. Love the confidence out of Javon Carter. 10-point lead for the Bulls. Carter's 3 of 6 from downtown. He's got 9 points. Kick out to John Collins. He tries to drive on Patrick Williams. That goes nowhere. Bulls playing good defense so far. Another steal for the Bulls. Turnover is definitely an issue for the Jazz right now. Carter in transition took another one. As then Drummond, it's going to go down the floor. Carter really letting him loose here in the first half. He's already taken 7 threes. Javon Carter's already taken 7 threes. I guess you can when you're stealing the ball like he is. Shout out to Javon Carter, though. All right, THT and Markkanen going to try to run a pick and roll. I feel like the Jazz haven't even shot a basketball this quarter. Just been turnover after turnover, and another turnover. Holy cow, the Jazz are just throwing the ball away. DeRozan now posting up on THT. He's going to get to a spot. No good, but who else is there on the offensive glass? Andre Drummond. He is owning Markkanen on the glass so far. Drummond just surpassed 10,000 rebounds. 10,000 rebounds for Andre Drummond. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Good for Andre Drummond. Good for Andre Drummond. But when we are at a TV timeout, I do got to tell you guys about today's sponsor of today's watch party, Bulls versus Jazz, and that is PrizePicks. If you guys want to get involved in on the fun, make sure you guys do head to prizepicks.com/CLNS. If you guys use code CLNS, they're actually going to give you a first deposit match up to $100. What does that mean? If you put $100 into your account, they're going to match it up to $100. And you may be asking, what is PrizePicks? Well, PrizePicks, it's daily fantasy made easy. All you do, you pick 2 or more players. You select more or less on their projected stat types. You guys can start rolling in the dough today. If you guys ever want to watch a game and just want a little more extra juice around the game, best way to do that is PrizePicks. I use PrizePicks for almost every single game. I absolutely love it, and you guys will too. So make sure you guys do get involved. If you guys want to just add a little more extra fun to the games, make sure you guys head to prizepicks.com/CLNS. And if you guys use that code CLNS, they're going to give you a first deposit match up to $100. That's no joke. So make sure you guys do get involved in on the fun. Hit the link. It's in the description of today's video. Go check it out. prizepicks.com/CLNS. Hey, Bulls up 12, though. And if you guys love the Bulls, give me a C-Red down in the comment section, baby. It's raining threes for 5. Yeah, Javon Carter. Let me actually look. I think he's taken 7 or 8 threes already. Insane. Absolutely insane. He's just putting them up there, man. He's just putting them up there. Shout out to Javon Carter, though, letting it rain from downtown. As Joel Embiid is on a 40-point night right now in Philly. Might be trying to win that MVP award again. Oh, wow, it's already in the third, too. Embiid is going off. Yeah, Javon Carter. What a fly. Yeah, he's already taken 7 threes. Shout out to Drummond. Shout out to Drummond, though. 10,000 rebounds. One of the most underrated rebounders in the league. Out of UConn, Andre Drummond. Let's go. All right, Jazz got the ball. I think the Jazz it feels like they haven't shot the ball this quarter. Bulls on an 8-0 run. Kano saying C-Red, DJ PJ, shout out to you. And then Clarkson, now he's going to drive. Kick out Markkanen, he's going to miss. Carter, oh, he had the ball. Then Walker Kessler, he's going to miss a wide open layup. Oh, they're going to call a goaltend on Patrick Williams right there. All right, Kessler gets it to go. 10-point game. Kessler gets it to go. 10-point game. College basketball was back tonight, if you guys didn't know, for all you hoop heads out there. College basketball was back. Gina saying, I love the Bulls. Shout out to you, Gina. DeRozan's going to dance. DeRozan takes a turnaround midi, up and good. Shout out DeMar. DeMar's got 11 points here. He's making all of his shots. Drop off to Markkanen. Markkanen's getting doubled. Kick out to Olynyk. Back to Markkanen. Markkanen's going to turn around, take a tough shot, up and good for Markkanen. Had DeMar DeRozan on him. Quick move, turned around, shot the basketball. 12-5 run right now for the Bulls. 8 minutes left. Bulls looking good. You got 49-39 here. Io, kick out. Patrick Williams, three-pointer up, no good. Jazz going to try to get it going in transition now. Clarkson's driving. Clarkson kick out to Olynyk. Olynyk three-pointer up, no good. Bulls get the rebound. Bulls out now. Kick out to DeMar. DeMar's going to dance. DeMar gets to his midi. Gets it to Drummond. Floater up, no good as well. THT getting going in transition. Throws it up to Walker Kessler for the lob, and that's up and good as the Jazz cut it to a 9-point game. Jazz cut this to a 9-point game, and the Bulls are going to take a timeout. Do you watch college basketball? I'm a huge Illinois fan. Yeah, I'm a big Xavier Musketeers fan. I went to Xavier in Cincinnati, so I'm a big Big East basketball head. Love watching Big East hoops. That's why I'm always a big fan of players that come out of Nova. Always a big fan of the way they play basketball. I just feel like Big East players just play a winning brand of ball. Yeah, Blake, though, but a ton of my friends are big-time Illini fans, so this shit's just not even working right now. Hold on, everybody. C-Red Bulls coming from Killahunter Ray. Shout out to you, baby. Shout out to you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, trying to get this game back on. Killahunter Ray is saying C-Red Bulls. Shout out to you, my friend. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in with 7:17 left. The Bulls are up by 7. Bulls are up by 7. Ohio State. You guys are Ohio State fans in here? Okay, okay. Ohio State fans in the house. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Let's go. See Red Bulls, baby. Showing a little replay of Patrick Williams trying to cut off. Yeah, that was terrible fast break defense by the Bulls. The Bulls had numbers, and somehow the Jazz were still able to get a free lob. Me and Billy Donovan are wearing the same thing right now. Shout out to Billy D. All right, 49-41. Ayo and Vooch. We're a little pick and roll. Torrey Craig gets in the corner. He's going to drive. Kick out to Vooch. Vooch takes a three. No good. Kessler going to get the rebound. They're going to try to get it going now. Clarkson, Kessler, run a little P&R. Gets it to Lauri. Back to Clarkson. Clarkson attacks Vooch. He just throws that ball out of bounds. 11 turnovers already for the Jazz, and the Bulls are only up 7. That is terrible. What are the top 3 players to keep an eye on the team for the future? That's the thing with the Bulls roster. Like, I don't even know 3 players on this team that could be on, like, the team in the future. Like, Patrick Williams and Kobe White and Ayo are probably the 3, but besides that, I don't really know. Speaking of Ayo, he's got a wide open corner 3, and he's going to knock it down. Ayo DeSumo takes the Bulls up to an 11-point lead. 12-9 run for the Bulls here. Lauri Markkanen coming off a pin down. He's going to take a 3, and he hits. Big-time shot right there by Lauri Markkanen to kind of stop this run. Zach LaVine going to drive, kick out Torrey Craig. Another wide-open 3, and he hits it. Now it's back up to an 11-point game. Here we go. Kelly Olynyk, ball at the top of the key. Finds Markkanen cutting back door. Smart foul right there by Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig just grabbed him before he couldn't do anything. Like the move. 3 fouls on Craig here early. Good ball movement right there by the Bulls. Moved it around. Found Torrey Craig wide open in the left corner, and he knocked it down. Nice little kick out right there by LaVine. It's a bad Jazz team, man. They're turning the ball over, playing sloppy basketball. Kelly Olynyk travel. They don't call it. They're running Kelly Olynyk, Kessler, and Markkanen all at the same time. Bulls should get out and go. Now DeSumo kicks it out to Kobe White. Bulls running Kobe White, Ayo, Vooch, and LaVine. Ayo tries to get to his midi. No good. Clarkson denied. Now Zach LaVine finds Ayo in transition as Ayo gets fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. 5 minutes left here in the second. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody. Not really too sure what's going on. Walker Kessler gets the block on Ayo, but it is going to be a foul. It is going to be a foul called. Kobe White and Vooch run a pick and roll. Kobe White drops it off to Vooch. Vooch going to miss the layup. All right, here we go. Keontae George going to get it going. They go handoff with Kessler. George. Kicks it out. George. Now it's going to be a legal screen on Markkanen. Another turnover for the Jazz. This is honestly incredible. Jazz might set a record for the most turnovers in a game. They might. That's 12. 12 turnovers. They're averaging 17 turnovers a game, so I guess that makes sense. 12 turnovers already. Here we go. Ayo DeSumo checks out of the game. DeMar comes in for him. Bulls have taken 15 more shots than the Jazz today. Wow. Kobe White and Vooch run a pick and roll. Kick out Caruso. Caruso gets it in the Vooch. Vooch is going to work out. Ball stolen from him. Kobe White somehow gets a wide open three. No good. LaVine can't get the rebound. Now Collins has it for the Jazz in transition. He goes handoff. Another turnover for the Jazz. 13 turnovers for the Utah Jazz. 45 turnovers is the record, Cold Boy? Really? Let me actually look this up. Most turnovers in NBA history game. Yeah, 45. Holy cow. Zavine gets a nice little layup to go. Yeah, the Bulls have now taken, I think that's 17 more shots than the Jazz today. I mean, that you rarely see that happen. And then they throw it away again. Oh, wow, they just got so lucky. The Bulls have 18 points off turnovers to the Jazz 0. Holy cow. This Jazz team is just playing awful. It's just tough to watch. Here we go. Kobe White and Vooch run a little pick and roll. Kobe White, a little snake dribble, gets it to Vooch. Vooch gets the layup up and in as the Bulls are up 13 now, laying it on the Jazz. Keontae George going to bring it up. Dude, another turnover for the Jazz. You really can't make this up. LaVine now in transition. What is going on to the Utah Jazz? Oh my God, this is insane. I don't know what I'm watching right now. The Jazz just literally can't shoot the ball. They keep turning it over. Now they go kick out to Olynyk. There they go. But now they have a wide open three. Of course, they knock it down. This is insane. 61-49. I mean, these are just bad turnovers, too. It's not like the Bulls are doing anything on defense. It's now they're going to foul them. Oh, my God, dude. They might top it. I don't know, dude. 45 is a lot. I thought the record would have been like 30, 35 or something like that. 45 is a lot. Zach LaVine with a nice little dunk in transition. Wow, dude. I mean, literally the story of the game is the Jazz have gone like, dude, I mean, I don't know. Is DeMar is going to take a square up three or a square up midi. Collins is going to foul him, brings him to the free throw line. This is insane out of the Jazz. Jeez. I mean, this is nuts. This is nuts. Literally, the Jazz are true. Since I revealed that stat, how many more did they add? 5? I don't know. I mean, I think the Jazz are at 16 turnovers. Yeah, Kano, you're telling me. Now, Keontae George is going to knock down the wide open three. Okay, I don't know what's more embarrassing. The fact that the Bulls are only up 11 with the Jazz having about 16 turnovers, or the fact that the Jazz have 16 turnovers. The Bulls should be up 20. LaVine's going to drive. He turns it over. 63-52. The fact that the Jazz could bring this to a single-digit deficit at halftime is so concerning. Here we go. Keontae George. I'm going to run a little pick and roll. Keontae George is going to dance. Will the Jazz turn the ball over? Let me know. They kick out. Keontae George is going to take a sidestep three. Shot up. No good. Kessler gets the board over DeRozan. Kessler, kick out to Clarkson. I like the way Kessler plays. Drop off. Good D right there by the Bulls. Another turnover by the Jazz. Jazz just can't stop turning the basketball over. LaVine, pull up three, no good. Caruso tries to get the board. He can't get it. This is insane out of the Jazz, dude. Now kick out, wide open three for the Jazz, no good. DeRozan somehow gets the basketball. Oh my goodness, this is some of the worst basketball I think I've ever watched in my life. This is bad ball, everybody. This is insane. I love you guys doing. I'm still watching the Bulls. Shout out to Eugenia. DeRozan going to drive on Markkanen, going nowhere. LaVine now going to drive, and he travels. LaVine, a couple turnovers in a row. Lauri Markkanen actually did a nice little job defending DeRozan right there. Saquad saying, wow, imagine playing team basketball and you get good results. Oh, I know, Saquads. What a crazy thought right there. Hopefully no more of this hero ball from Zach and DeMar. Yeah, I mean, listen, the story of the game is not like the Bulls playing well. It's the Jazz playing awful. Keontae George going to kick out to Clarkson. Clarkson's going to drive. He turns it over. He threw it right to him. What is going on? Now throws it up to LaVine. LaVine gets blocked again. Kick out Kobe White for three. And he knocks it down. Oh my God. Kobe White knocks it down. Type those bangs in the chat. 3-pointer up and good. Dude, this is hilarious. 23 points off turnovers in the first half for the Bulls. Keontae George and Markkanen run a pick and roll. This is insane, everybody, with 7 seconds left here in the first half. This is insane. How many turnovers will the Jazz finish with? So the record's 45. We might have to be on watch now. Oh, my God, please turn over. 5 seconds left. Kick out to Markkanen. Markkanen's going to take a three with Caruso on. I'm going to be no good. Kobe White's going to get the rebound. And we're going to go to halftime here in Chicago. Wow. Yeah, Kobe. Bang, bang, bang. That was insane, everybody. I got to actually see how many turnovers do the Jazz have in the first half. That was wild. The Jazz just are shooting themselves in the foot over and over again today. Let me see how many turnovers they have. Holy 30 plus, no question. I mean, not right now. Okay, so they only have them at 14 turnovers. That might be being generous. That might be being generous for the Jazz. They have turned the ball over, oh my God, it's felt like 20 times. So the record's 45. I actually don't know how that happened, where they turned the ball over. I think it was the Warriors. I looked it up and they said 47 turnovers for the Jazz coming in from Ben Seaton. Myers wrote saying, bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Dude, that is insane. The Jazz don't want to win this basketball game. Are the Jazz tanking? Are the Jazz openly tanking right now? Holy cow, dude. 14 turnovers. This is just so bad. That is hilarious. Getting some stats for you guys here. Pulled some stats. We'll break down the game a little bit. We'll break it down in the first half. Man, dude, but the story is the Jazz. Jazz have 14 first half turnovers, and it feels like they should have 25. Oh my God, dude, that was just hilarious. Jazz just could not stop turning the ball over in that first half. Get a little halftime show for you guys real quick. Getting the stats together. Getting the stats together. Getting the stats together for you guys. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Holy cow, these turnovers are out of control for the Utah Jazz, everybody. Honestly, that was the highlight of the first half. Was just the Jazz just over and over again turning the basketball over. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. But getting some stats for you guys from the first half. From the first half. I don't know why they showed Evan Fournier right there. That was weird. We're getting the stats going for you guys here in the first half. Yeah, that's 33 turnovers for the Jazz for the whole game is my prediction. That would be wild, everybody. The Jazz turn the ball over 33 times. You know how hard that is? But here are the stats from the first half from the Jazz side of things. Funny enough, they're actually shooting well from the field. I mean, they're shooting 50 and 40 from downtown, or from the field and downtown. But they got 14 turnovers. Absolutely insane. So, yeah, they have not looked good. Bulls side of things, they've obviously shot the three ball well for the first time this season, but the Bulls have 53 shot attempts in the first half, and the Jazz have 38. They have taken 15 more shots than the Utah Jazz. Yeah, they're talking about it right now on NBC Sports. Yeah, dude, absolutely insane. The Jazz just turned the ball over and over again in that first half. Go through some stats here. Lauri Markkanen had 14 in the first half. 4 of 8. Thought Lauri looked good. Just typical how Lauri, I think he would play. Walker Kessler really impressed me. Myers World, I'd love to do that. But Walker Kessler, he had 6.7 boards, 3 of 4 from the field. I love what Walker Kessler brings for a second-year guy. I think he's great. Like, I love what he brings to the table. He was great. Jordan Clarkson is just the definition of a chucker. Jordan Clarkson, 5 points, 2 of 9 from the field in the first half. He just chucks up shots. So, yeah, not really too concerned about Clarkson getting off. But THT in his return to Chicago, he had 5 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Not really doing too much. Kelly Olynyk actually had a nice little first half. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists for Kelly Olynyk, shockingly enough. Keontae George, I love them coming out of Baylor. Hasn't really done much so far, but yeah, that's everything from the Jazz side of things. Bulls side of things, DeMar was just kind of doing DeMar things. He had 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 of 7 from the field. So DeMar doing DeMar things from that standpoint. Torrey Craig, not really doing much in the starting lineup. 3 points, 2 rebounds. He didn't really, was too impactful. But I do want to kick it to Patrick Williams. So they stepped in. He was 2 of 5, but he did have 5 points. And then this guy right here, dude, Javon Carter. He had 7 3-point attempts in probably the first 15 minutes of this game. Just absolutely putting him up there, but he hits them. I mean, he hit his first 2. What would that be? 1 of 5 out of his next 5. But I love Carter being aggressive, taking those shots. So, I'll live with that. LaVine, he had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. It's so weird. I feel like LaVine's just not really involved in the offense. I don't know. I just don't know what LaVine, I just don't know what he brings to the table. Obviously he's a good scorer. We know that. He can score at all 3 levels. We've been saying that. But I just don't know. I just don't know. And then Kobe White coming in with 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Shout out to Kobe White. I've liked what he's done. If I had to pick one player, to stay on the Bulls for the next 5 years, out of everybody on this team, it'd probably be him, actually. If I had to lock down one player right now, I'd be like, hey, if you had to pick one player from this roster, no matter the price tag, he will be on this team for the next 5 years. For me, it would 100% be Kobe White. 100%. But so he's looked good. I like the impact he's made. Listen, Caruso, stat sheet's not going to blow you away ever, but he just does Caruso things. So he's looked good as well. He has looked good as well. Man, I just can't get over the Jazz, dude. Turnovers after turnovers after turnovers, man. Just incredible. It says they actually have 15 assists already. Wow, they do. Jazz have 15 assists on 19 made shots. I guess they're moving the ball around. Who are the biggest frauds in the NBA? What's up, John? How you doing, John? John, I don't know. Biggest frauds in the league? Let me think about this. Biggest frauds in the NBA. I want to say the Celtics, but I also believe the Celtics are going to win 70 games this year, but they're not going to make the finals. So this is what it's going to be, John. Everybody's going to be all over the Celtics heading into the playoffs because they're going to look like one of the best teams of all time. They're going to win 70-plus games. They're stacked. Playoff time comes around, they're losing in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Bucks. They're kind of on fraud watch. But besides that, who's another fraud? I don't really know. Maybe Dallas. I don't know. Maybe Dallas. Maybe Dallas is a fraud. Bulls had the most points in the first half this season so far with 66. Saquads is saying the Bulls are the biggest frauds. Well, the thing is, Saquads, you got to be good to be a fraud. Like, the Bulls are not a fraud. The Bulls suck. And we all know it. So it's not like they're on anybody's fraud list. Yeah, but we'll get you. Can the Lakers win, John? No, I honestly think the Lakers are a little too old. Showing the Bulls drafting Kobe White right now. Going to give him some love. Emin is saying, I think it's a strategy for the Bulls that LaVine is not aggressive in the first half, and maybe in the second half he will blow it up. I like LaVine not being aggressive. LaVine is the most selfish basketball player in the NBA. Tons of talent, but literally the most selfish basketball player in the league. The most selfish basketball player in the league. Wow, Pacers are up to 143 points right now, up by 40 on the Spurs. Wow. As Embiid had a 50-point game, as they have 140 points as well with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's insane. The Knicks are up on the Clippers 2 points right now. James Harden is making his debut with the Clippers tonight. The Bucks and Nets are playing as well. Cam Thomas has another 30-point night. He's been off to a great start to his NBA season. Who'd have thought, man? Cam Thomas, little old Cam Thomas, out of LSU would be this freaking good. Lakers, Heat, though. Heat are up by about 13 on the Lakers. Heat going to get it back, or get it going here. You know, they're going to turn it around. Never really too worried about the Heat. The Xavier Musketeers are up 12. Shout out to the Muskies. Monday Night Football news. The Chargers are up 14 against the Jets. But yeah, Bulls. Solid first half. They're up 14, but man, the Jazz have been freaking terrible. Jazz are a terrible basketball team. It's funny, they got like a bunch of names over there. I like Markkanen, obviously. I like Walker Kessler. Not a fan of Jordan Clarkson. You know who Jordan Clarkson is? Or no, you know who LaVine is? LaVine is a better version of Jordan Clarkson. Which isn't saying much. So Kobe White, though, did have a very good first half. I think Kobe White's starting to play like a true point guard. My prize pick bet ain't looking good for football. Why? What'd you get, Saquads? What are you running with? Are you gatekeeping the picks right now, Saquads? Give me your prize picks plays, man. Put them in the chat. Let me see your prize picks plays. Who you rolling with? Cam Thomas. Yeah, Cam Thomas is going off. Cam Thomas is going off right now again. Oh, you guys want to hear some big news? Anthony Davis is hurt again. Who would have thought? Anthony Davis hurt again for the Lakers. God, I love Anthony Davis, man. He is so impactful on the defensive side of the floor. Dude, the brother can't stay healthy. I mean, just call it like it is. Like, when he's on the floor, I mean, he is a top 5 talent in the world. Shout out Chicago, born and raised. But the dude just can't stay on the floor. Unreal defender, but man, he is just got hurt again. Yeah, Anthony Davis is hurt again. That's some news around the league. News around the league. That's a banger. Power by Young Thug. Oh, I gotta add that. I gotta add that again. Adding that back to my playlist. Shout out to all the Young Thug fans out there. Maybe I gotta get on a little Young Thug kick. I need some more music in my life. But here we go. We should be coming back from half here in just a second. So make sure you guys do stay tuned. But let me know. Grade the Bulls for. I'm actually interested to see what you guys got to say. Grade the Bulls' performance so far. Keep this in mind. The Jazz are shooting themselves in the foot over and over again. But grade the Bulls' first half so far. Grade the Bulls' first half. What happened to Davis? He had a spasm, I believe it was, in his back. He's had back issues dating back to college, actually. Yeah. If you guys want a good live bet, I'd take Jazz money line right now. They're like plus 700 probably. I think a fun bet would be just like play the law of averages. Like there's no way they turn the ball over again 14 times and the Bulls only have 2 turnovers. But here we go. We're about to get back going here in Chicago. Solid B. I'll go for a B2. Listen, it's not like they play bad. Like you're up 14 against an NBA team. You're playing good ball. Here we go, but we're back. Second half getting underway. Same starting lineups for each team that are going to start the second half. The United Center is actually pretty packed. Good for Bulls fans. There's a reason they call him Day the Davis. Yeah, Day the Davis is my favorite, my favorite nickname for Anthony Davis comes from Charles Barkley. Anthony Street Clothes Davis. That is my favorite one. All right. So it was 15 turnovers for the Jazz. 23 points off those turnovers for the Bulls. All right, DeRozan gets it going here. He's going to get downhill. Gets the layup to go. The Bulls are killing the Utah Jazz here. Killing them. 68-52. Lauri Markkanen going to look for a 3. No good. He's going to get it now to Clarkson. He's going to drive on LaVine. And there's another turnover. Another turnover to start the second half. Oh, my God. Jordan Clarkson is an awful basketball player. And then Vooch throws a nice little pass to Torrey Craig. Oh, but he misses the layup. Oh, my God. I'm like watching. I want the Jazz to turn the ball over just for the jokes. THT now drive. Oh, I thought that was about to be another turnover. I think now today's game is going to turn into me rooting for the Jazz to turn the ball over. I think that's what this is going to turn into. That's 16. 16 turnovers so far for the Jazz. Incredible. Here we go. Lauri Markkanen going to take a pin down, catch and shoot 3. No good. Vooch gets the board. Good little block out there by Vooch. DeRozan's going to work out on Clarkson. Kicks it to Vooch. To Kobe White. Corner to LaVine. LaVine's going to drive on Markkanen. It's going to take a terrible step back corner 3, but he gets it to go. Awful shot selection there by LaVine, but he got it to drop. Hate that shot so much. I really don't care that he made that. Awful shot there by LaVine. It's just not an NBA shot. Here we go. Clarkson now driving. He gets his own miss, and he's going to put it up and in. 71-54. DeRozan's going to try to work out. Throw it back to DeRozan. Bulls playing iso ball, and now DeRozan's going to throw it away. God, I'm not going to be negative right now. I just can't stand the Bulls offense. THT, Chicago kid, kicks it out to Clarkson. Clarkson going to drive, turn the ball over. Oh, my God, he might. He did. He did. Another turnover for the Jazz. That's 17. Jordan Clarkson might have 10 turnovers by himself. Let me actually look this up. Another turnover for the Jazz. This is incredible, everybody. This is insane. Now LaVine's going to take another pull-up, terrible three, and he misses. Nobody takes worse shots in the NBA than Zach LaVine. Oh, we're fully in ISO ball mode. Bulls get a lead. They go ISO more than any team in the league. Kick out to Markkanen, and he's going to take a three. That's up and good. 71-57 now. Let me look up. I'm just curious how many turnovers Jordan Clarkson has. I swear it might be like 10. All right, so he only has 4, but it feels like he's got 50. Now LaVine's going to drive, gets in the market. They call a foul there. LaVine's going to go to the line and shoot 2. 71-57. Walker Kessler. Insane for the Jazz. They continue to turn this ball over. It is insane. It is really insane. LaVine at the free throw line. Shot up. Good. Knocks down the first one. Bulls back up 15 here. 72-30 or 57. LaVine gets the next one to go as well. 73-57. THT is going to drive, kick out. Walker Kessler is going to take a three. What are the Jazz doing? The Jazz tanking. The Jazz might be tanking. Kicks to the Vooch. Vooch going to drive. He gets right downhill, right by Walker Kessler. Bulls up 18. Bulls are up 18. THT now going to drive. Another turnover by the Utah Jazz, and LaVine is going to have a wide open dunk. Bulls are up 20 points. 18 turnovers for the Utah Jazz. You really can't make it up, everybody. You really can't make it up. 18 turnovers, and the Bulls are up 20. The Bulls are up 20. Lauri Markkanen's even laughing about it. He's like, what the F is going on? Insane, dude. Insane. Well, we are at a TV timeout. I do want to tell you guys about today's sponsor of today's watch party versus the Jazz, and that is PrizePicks. And if you guys head to prizepicks.com/CLNS, and if you guys use promo code CLNS, you guys will actually get a first deposit match up to $100. So make sure you guys do head to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use that promo code CLNS. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. Listen, guys, it's daily fantasy, and it's made easy. All you got to do, you pick 2 or more players. They're going to give you some projected stat types, and you got to select more or less on those projected stat types, and you guys can start rolling in the dough today. That's one more time. Make sure you guys do get involved in on the fun by heading to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the promo code CLNS, and you guys will get a first deposit match up to $100. Make sure you guys get hooked up today. It's a ton of fun. Always adds more juice to the games, and I love using it. And I promise you, you guys will as well. So make sure you guys do head over there, check it out. It's a ton of fun. Make sure you guys do get hooked up today. Bulls are up 20, though. Bulls are up 20 with the Jazz. They have 18 turnovers. Jazz are a bad basketball team, man. Jazz are a bad team, and they're playing bad. So Bulls are taking advantage of their mistakes. So got to give it credit where credit is due. Credit where credit is due. But Jazz just playing ugly ball right now, man. Really, really ugly ball. Let's make it 20 turnovers. Utah Jazz just, no, let's do it. Let's make it 20. Let's make it 20. Oh, man. Showing the Bulls fans. You got some loyal fans, man. Sell the team, Jerry. Sell the frickin' team, Jerry. You don't deserve to be the owner of this team. You just don't. Nationwide is on your side. Shout out to Stacey King. He's hilarious. All right, guys. We've had over 1,000 people join us tonight. Shout out to you. Here we go. Keontae George going to bring the ball up, guarded by Kobe White. The Bulls have 11 steals. The Jazz have 0. Story of the game right there. Lauri Markkanen does get a wide open 3, and he's going to knock it down. Brings it now to a 17-point game. So frustrating for the Jazz team. Yeah, very. Lauri Markkanen's got 20. LaVine now going to answer with a deep 3. LaVine and Zach. Tries to get to Markkanen. Markkanen throws it back. John Collins with Kobe White on him. He just can't make a move. John Collins was telling everybody that's a travel. They just don't call it. Should have been another turnover. Now Colin Sexton going to miss a floater. Kessler's going to miss a layup, and now he's going to go to the free throw line. Can't stop playing, Stacey King says. I agree. Type those 8s. Type those 8s. Yeah, let's start building something right now. You're up 20. You're up 20. Let's start building some positive momentum right here. Walker Kessler at the free throw line. Hell of a young shot blocker there. He knocks down both. Brings it to an 18-point game. LaVine now taking a step back midi. He gets it to go. 5 points in a row from Zach LaVine. Keontae George going to bring it up for the Jazz. Gets to the Markkanen. Markkanen's going to drive on LaVine, and LaVine is going to foul him. LaVine up to 22 points on the night. Of course he's laughing now. Markkanen going to be at the free throw line after LaVine fouls him, but LaVine is playing good here in the third. He's already got 12 points in the first couple of minutes. Markkanen, free throw up, buckets. Patrick Williams checking in the game. See if P-Dub can get anything going here. He's had a pretty rough start to the year, but see if he can get it going. I got to stretch out, guys. I'm tight. I'm tight. Lauri Markkanen knocks down both. Lauri Markkanen knocks down both. 64-82. LaVine's got it. He's going to take a screen from Vooch. He tries to get downhill. His little snake dribble. Gets to his mid-range. Fade away. Turn around. Bucket. No good. A little bit of a heat check there by LaVine. Still a bad shot, though. Now Sexton drives. Kick out Collins. Collins pump fakes. Good deep bear by Patrick Williams. Oh, he just beat him off the dribble. This is what I'm talking about right here. Danger, like, it's 82-66. Nice little Euro step there by John Collins. Nice little Euro step there by John Collins. Bulls are up 14, though. Bulls are up 14. If any of you guys in the chat right now aren't subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you guys do lock us in. We're going to go live for a lot of the games this year and just keep you guys posted on all the latest around the Bulls. You know, love what I do here. I'm sure you guys will as well. So, hey, lock us in. Hit that sub button. I promise you guys, you know, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. It's right down there. Click subscribe. You guys will just get more Bulls content in your life. Promise you, you won't regret it at all. Ooh. Showing some highlights from practice. Caruso mic'd up at practice. They're showing that. Caruso just talking about his journey in the league. Pretty cool breakdown right here, actually. Yeah, but hey, Bulls are up. Bulls are up 16 right now. Bulls are up 16. Jazz are really struggling just to get consistent offense. They've turned the ball over so much today. I think they're up to 19 turnovers right now. 19 turnovers for the Jazz. Yeah, not good. They have just been terrible on offense. Yeah, Jazz have not been good. Bulls are playing good on offense. LaVine's hitting some tough shots. I just hate the way the Bulls offense just overall plays. And I guess that's on Billy Donovan. A lot of people were asking me before the game. Like, oh, who's the bigger issue? Is the Bulls roster? Or is it Billy D? Listen, I just don't like the way the offense is ran. I guess you could chalk that up to Billy D, but I just think it's the overall construction. As Emin is saying, I was so lucky to subscribe to this channel. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Emin. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Guys like you who turn in every single night and are commenting all the time, I just feel like we're hanging out. You know, I love it. Like, I feel like we're friends, so I appreciate you guys, everybody who's hanging out with us. Bulls Jazz in the middle of December on a Monday, and you guys are here with me. So, or not December, November. And you guys are just here with me hanging out, so I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Here we go. Bulls miss a pull-up jumper. Bad shot selection right there. Jazz can go on a little bit of a run here. 82-66. Keontae George and Kessler run a little pick and roll. George and Collins run a little two-man game. Collins gets downhill, and it's going to be an and one. John Collins gets the and one to go. John Collins brushes off DeMar. I don't know how that's a foul. Oh, he swiped out. It's on the swipe down. I was like, how is that a foul on DeMar? Shout out to DJ PJ in the chat. Shout out to you. You're definitely a real one. John Collins gets a free throw to go. Bulls were just up by 20. Now it's a 13-point game. 7-0 run by the Jazz. Kobe White now. He's making his move on Keontae George. He's going to get to the lane. Kick out. Patrick Williams is cutting. Throws up a wild layup. Up and good. Patrick Williams. The layup to go. 84-90 or 84-69. Colin Sexton ball on the left side. He wants a screen from Markkanen, and he's going to get it. Kicks it now out to George. Markkanen's got LaVine on him. They try to get it to him in the post, but Sexton just misses him. Colin Sexton, he really fell off. Colin Sexton really fell off in the league. He stinks. Keontae George, kick out to Kessler. Kessler going to go handoff with Sexton. Sexton to Markkanen. Markkanen beats Williams right off the dribble. Now Sexton, what the hell is going on? Sexton just like, it looked like his controller died right there. He is in his own head. I don't know what he was doing right there. That was super weird. But another turnover for the Jazz. Up to 19. 19 turnovers for the Jazz. Kobe White, Vooch run a little two-man. Vooch, kick it out to Kobe. Kobe now. Little snake dribble. Nice little move. Gets to his fadeaway midi. Tough shot there by Kobe White over Walker Kessler. Bulls answer the 7-0 run with a 4-0 run by themselves. They have 27 points off turnovers. The Jazz have 0. You want a difference of the game? That's it. 5 minutes, though, left here in the third. Lauri Markkanen going to take a deep three. Collins gets offensive rebound. Kick out. Keontae George shot up. No good. Kobe White's going to get it now. Finds a cutting Caruso. Caruso, nice little layup there. AC. Gets it going. Pulls up, back up, I should say 19. 88-69. Bulls on a 6-0 run. Markkanen sets a screen for Sexton. Him and Collins now run a two-man game. Collins is going to drive right by Patrick Williams. Layup up. He misses it. Now Kessler gets the board. He misses the dunk. But he was fouled. He was fouled. 88-69. Walker Kessler going to the free throw line. 4:30 remaining here in the third. 4:30 remaining. Patrick Williams, got him on the arm there. Patrick Williams just kind of watching, and then he has to foul him. Now Kessler's at the line. Shooting two. First one up and good. Tell you what, Walker Kessler hitting free throws right now. It's pretty freaking impressive to me. I really like Walker Kessler. Like, I really like his game. I'm a big fan of Walker Kessler. Over 60 people with us right now. Shout out to you guys. If you guys want to shout out in the chat, type a me or a B. As Kessler misses a second, Vooch corrals it. Kick up to Kobe White, up to Caruso. Caruso now gets it back to White. Him and Vooch now going to run a two-man game. Kobe White, snake dribble, working on Kessler. Vooch, turns it over. He had him. Now the Jazz out in transition. Sexton just throws the basketball away. Colin Sexton has been terrible. Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, and Talon Horton-Tucker, just not good basketball players. What's going on, producer Seeps? What up, Kevin Warren? Just got off work. What up, man? How you doing? Javon Carter now checking back in the game. Hometown kid. Checks in for Kobe White. Shout out to Emin. What up, brother? Jazz going to inbound the basketball. Throws it out to Kessler. Kessler and Sexton going to go a little two-man game now. Sexton has been so bad with the ball in his hands. Now he finds George. Kick out through the Markkanen, no good. Now Sexton does get the offensive rebound. Kick out to Keontae George. He blows right by Carter again. Almost turns it over. Going to be foul on Alex Caruso. A little helter-skelter there on the basketball court. Jazz are just so panicky with the basketball right now. In the NBA, honestly, basketball at any level, like, basketball is such a contagious sport where it's like, for example, like, I think team three-point shooting. I think when you collectively are shooting threes well as a team, everybody shoots better. And also on the polar opposite side. Like, let's just say you go through a game and, like, you as a team miss 7 straight shots, and even though you personally haven't missed a three, you kind of still start getting that self-doubt. You're just not rising up, as confident as you should be, and that's what basketball is, man. You always play your best ball when you're stepping in the shots, playing confident. Like, I mean, listen, I was a shooter growing up playing in basketball, and, like, I would literally tell myself, even though I knew it wasn't true, I'd be like, dude, you're the best shooter in the state. You're the best shooter in the country. You just got to continuously tell yourself that. I feel like that's what's going on with the Jazz right now. They just keep turning the ball over, and it's just completely mental for them. With 3:30 left here, Caruso's going to drive. Caruso gets downhill, gets his body in the Walker Kessler, and he's going to get fouled. He is going to get fouled. Whoa. Stretch out there, guys. But Caruso at the free throw line with 3:31 left in the third. Here we go. Caruso, first one up and good. Shout out to whoever just hit that sub button. I saw that. Shout out to you. Caruso knocks them both in. Bulls back up 19. 3:30 remaining. Keontae George going to get downhill. Shot up and good from the rookie out of Baylor. Here you go, Vooch at the top of the key. Him and LaVine go a little handoff. Sexton going to get called for the foul now. 3 minutes left. Third foul on Utah in the quarter. Caruso inbounds it to LaVine. LaVine's going to try to get downhill. Kick out Patrick Williams. He drives. Blocked by Kessler. Good block right there from the big fella out of Auburn. Olynyk's trying to get it going in transition. Skip pass. Corner pocket. Obashi. Good rim run there by Kessler. Opened up the wide open three for the Jazz. Obachi wide open in the corner. Caruso and Patrick Williams run a two-man game. Really see that. Kick out to P-Dub. He's got Kelly Olynyk on him. He's going to flatten out and try the ISO. He just almost fell over trying to make his move. Now the Jazz are getting it going in transition. Colin Sexton going to take a pull-up three. No good. Kessler with the rebound, but Caruso with the fight. Shout out to Caruso. Bad one for that. Was able to knock it out. Everybody type those sixes. Type those sixes. Shout out to Caruso for fighting. Vooch going to get a breather. Drummond's going to check in. 2:30 left. Drummond up to 10,000 rebounds on his career. Patrick Williams kick out to Carter. Carter's got Sexton on him. He kicks it back out to Williams. Now he's going to get a handoff from Drummond. Kick out to P-Dub. He had it. Patrick Williams driving, spin move. Misses the layup. Out of control play by Patrick Williams here. The Jazz have a chance to bring this to either 12 or 11. George drives downhill. Kick out wide open three for Olynyk. He's not going to take it. He's going to drive now, and he gets downhill, and it's only a 12-point game. It's a 12-point game. 7-0 run from the Jazz. The Jazz have played terrible, and it is a 12-point game. Embarrassing. Kick out to Patrick Williams. He's going to take a deep three, and he's going to hit. Patrick Williams hits the deep three. 93-78 here. 10 points for Patrick Williams off the bench as Carter almost had the steal on Keontae George. He's gotten the best of him a couple times. Sexton going to drive on Caruso. He throws up a wild shot. Sexton has been terrible tonight. Patrick Williams corrals the rebound, pulls up 15 and looking to extend. Caruso drives, drop off, Drummond. Drummond tries to dunk, but he gets stuffed by the rim. I think they're going to call a foul. Drummond has missed more dunks than I think anybody in the league this year. They called a foul on Kessler. Oh, it's going to call a goaltend in that, actually. Kessler put his hand through the rim. Drummond has missed more dunks than I think of just about anybody in the league. That is hilarious. Here we go, though. Colin Sexton, top of key, gets it to George. George and Kessler, pick and roll. He's going to have Drummond on him. He's going to flatten out. He's dancing. Good steal by Drummond. Andre Drummond in transition. Don't miss the dunk, big fella. He missed the layup right as I'm talking about it. No. Oh, Drummond. Stacey King's laughing about it, but then Caruso is going to knock down the open three. The Bulls back up 20. Oh, my God. This Jazz team is this is some of the worst basketball I think I've ever seen in my life. This is some of the worst basketball I have ever watched in my life right now. It's the Jazz Bulls game. Bulls have hit 14 threes tonight. Kelly Olynyk, another turnover for the Utah Jazz. That is 20, I believe. Dude, Drummond was sitting in, or I think that might be more. I think that might be 21 turnovers for the Jazz. Dude, Drummond literally has a wide open layup, tries to go for a finger roll, and he missed it. Caruso, I missed the three at the buzzer. And we're going to head to the fourth quarter now. Holy cow, the Utah Jazz have 21 turnovers. But it's fourth quarter time. You guys know what we do here on the channel. Hold up those fours in the chat. Hold up those fours in the chat. Type the fours down below, as this is one of the most drunk basketball games I've ever seen in my life. One of the most drunk basketball games I have ever seen in my life, ladies and gentlemen. This is insane. Man, oh, man. Hold up those fours in the chat. Type those fours. Utah Jazz are an interesting basketball team. Everyone, guys, going like the game. I'm enjoying myself. Points off these 21 turnovers. I think the Bulls have like 33 points off turnovers now, and the Jazz have 0. I think that's what we're at. Insane. Jazz. I just can't believe it. Like, the Jazz just continuously turn the ball over. They're at 21. The turnover differential today is 15. Like, Bulls, just please finish this game out. You got to get a win here. Absolutely insane. I love the Mikal Bridges 3-point celebration. He goes like this, and he, like, turns his head. Pretty sweet. Oh, my God. Yeah. Insane. I'll tell you what, this is just bad basketball from both basketball teams. Just really ugly ball. Showing a little highlights from the in-season tournament. How do you guys feel about the in-season tournament? You guys like it? Do you guys like the in-season tournament? Let me know. Let me know. Are you guys a fan? Are you guys a fan of the in-season tournament? Y for yes, N for no. Why is nobody typing those fours down in the chat? Type those fours, everybody. Type those fours. Let's go. Hold up those fours. Oh. Type those fours. Let's go. Bulls have scored 30 in every quarter, or except for the second, they scored 29. Bulls have 30 points off the Jazz, 21 turnovers. Carter still picking up full court, and we're back. Fourth quarter time here in Chicago. Keontae George working on Carter. Him and Collins running pick and roll. He loses it. Could that be another turnover? It is not. George gets it back. George kick out to Clarkson. Clarkson's going to take a deep three. He misses. He's been terrible tonight. They're going to call it jump ball. Terrible call there by the ref. Gina saying, I love the Bulls. Shout out to you, Gina. Let's go. Let's get the chat going. Type those fours. Come on, everybody. Give me a 4 in the chat. Give me a 4 in the chat. Let's go. Drummond running it down. Drummond bringing some energy here off the bench. Let's go. It's fourth quarter time, everybody. Type those fours in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, champ. Shout out to Gutter. Shout out to Gutter. Shout out to Rocky. Everybody who types 4 is getting a shout out. Here we go, Collins. Collins is driving. Collins making his move on Drummond. Gets past him. Going to bring it to an 18-point game. Bringing it to an 18-point game. Another foul there by the Jazz. DeRozan was driving. DeRozan and Drummond run a little pick and roll. DeRozan's going to get fouled and 1 for DeMar DeRozan. Got to his mid-range, turned around, got the bucket to go. And 1 for DeMar. Type those 11s. Let's go. If you guys want a shout out in the chat, type me. Let's get the chat rate going. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Type those me's in the chat. DeRozan's going to knock down the and 1. Bulls up 21. 101-80. Wow, the Jazz have led over 100 points in 90 straight games. Terrible defense. John Collins gets to his pull-up midi. Bad shot. No good. Drummond corrals it. He's going to push it. Gets it to DeRozan. Max is saying trade P-Dub and Debo. Another foul by the Jazz. Another foul on the Jazz. Bulls up 21. DeRozan goes right by John Collins. Gets an easy layup. Terrible defense right there by the Jazz. And they're going to call a timeout here early. We are at a TV timeout. I do want to tell you guys about today's sponsor here on the Bulls Report, and that is PrizePicks. If you guys want to get just add a little more juice to every game you watch, whether it's NBA, NFL, MLB, hockey, whatever it is. Like PrizePicks has everything. And you guys might be asking, what is PrizePicks? Well, it's daily fantasy, and it's made easy. All you got to do, you pick 2 or more players, you choose more or less on some projected stat types, and you guys can start rolling in the cash today. It's a ton of fun. You create a lineup, you choose more or less on some stat types, and they will start giving you the dough. Listen, I love using PrizePicks. It just adds more and more juice to these games. Like, listen, NBA regular season, obviously there's not the most intensity in these games, but with PrizePicks, they definitely make it a lot more enjoyable. So if you guys want to get involved in on the fun, make sure you guys do head to prizepicks.com/CLNS. And if you guys use the code CLNS, you guys will get a first deposit match up to $100. So make sure you guys do get hooked up with them today. They're a ton of fun. Use it. Yeah, I use it pretty much every game I watch. So yeah, it is freaking awesome. So yeah, shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring today's video. Link for that in the comment section and the description. If you guys want a shout out in the chat, we got 40 people watching. Type me down below if you guys want a shout out. Show you guys some love or give your take on this game so far. Bulls are up 23 on the Utah Jazz. Durant's up to 12th all-time in all-time scoring. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive right there by KD. Cool show. Shout out to you, Gutter. Shout out to you. Shout out to Kill Hunter Ray. What up, baby? What's up with you, my friend? What's up with you? Showing highlights from the game right now. Yeah, the takeaway from this game is just the Jazz are a bad basketball team. These are 2 bad basketball teams playing each other, and one team's hitting shots, one team's not turning the ball over, and the other team is missing shots and turning the ball over. Bulls do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double digits tonight. Carter's almost there as well. Vooch only had 6 points. 103-80 here in Chicago. 103-80 here. Bulls are blowing the Jazz out. Gets a drop off to Markkanen, and he brings this to a 21-point game. 103-82. 103-82 here. DeRozan working out on the right wing. He's working on Clarkson. Gets to a spin move, turns around, bucket up, no good. Olynyk does get the rebound, however. Olynyk's going to push. Olynyk gets going downhill. Gets right to the rim. Layup up and good for Olynyk, and the foul. Olynyk has a chance to bring this to a 19-point game. Killa, you're doing good. Shout out to you. Shout out to Killa. Appreciate y'all tuning in. 103-84 here. Kelly Olynyk to the free throw line. He's been around the block, man. As Io, the Sumo, is going to check in the game for Alex Caruso. Alrighty. Bro, I need DeRozan to get over 20. Dang it. Well, he's got 20 on the dot. Still in the game. Or is he in the game? Yes, he is in the game. DeRozan is still in the game. Hopefully you get that, Andrew. Now Carter bringing it up, gets it to DeMar. DeMar and Vooch or Drummond going to run a pick and roll. DeMar gets him on his hip, kick out to Carter. Carter's looking for his three-pointer. He's going to take a step back. Doesn't take it. Patrick Williams now runs a pick and roll. He throws it up to Drummond. Patrick Williams, a little really out of control. Somehow it gets in the hands of Andre Drummond. The Bulls are back up 20. Bulls are back up 20. 105-85. One more 5-85. Oh, a $5 super chat. Let's go. Wow, shout out to you, man. I appreciate it. Gut Gawker. Everybody show him some love in the chat. Everybody type in C-Red Gut. Man, shout out to you, Gut Gawker. Shout out to you. Let's see what you guys say. He said, I'll be listening from work each Bulls game. Awesome. Franklin Park. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Franklin Park. Whoop, whoop. Bulls get it together soon. Chin up. Yeah, man, hopefully. I mean, slow start to the season, but you guys start stacking wins, and, you know, that's what the Bulls are doing here tonight. So, Gut Gawker, I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much for your generous contribution. You're the best, man. Really. Shout out to you. C-Red Gutter, new member here of the Bulls Report family, as DeMar knocks down the second one as the Bulls are up 19 after the Jazz to get a bucket on the other end. 106-87. THT gets it to Clarkson. Clarkson gets downhill. He's going to throw up a ridiculous shot. Drummond gets the board. 9 minutes left. Carter in transition. Going to take a pull-up three. Carter knocks it in. He has been so hot from downtown. Shot at the Javon Carter. He's got 12 points on 4 threes. Lob up. John Collins gets a lob to go. We got 8:45 left here. Gutter, shout out to you. Thank you, my friend. Carter runs a little snake dribble off the pick and roll. Carter kicks it out to Patrick Williams, swings it to DeMar. DeMar and Drummond run a two-man game. DeMar tries to get by Lauri, a little out of control here. He gets blocked by Markkanen. Now the Jazz are in transition. DJ, I appreciate it. Hope you get a good night's sleep, my friend. Markkanen transition three up and good. We got a 17-point game here as the Jazz are trying to make this a little bit of a game. 109-92. 109-92. Jazz have definitely cleaned up the turnovers a little bit. They have definitely cleaned up the turnovers. $109.92. All right, a TV timeout right now. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, appreciate it if you guys do so. Lock us in. We're posting videos. We try to get at least 3 or 4 out to you guys every single week. So if you guys just want more Bulls content in your life, you guys just want to be a more informed Bulls fan, hit that sub button. Bang, bang, bang. Bulls gang. Shout out to Killer in the chat. DeMar, they're giving him some love from his time in San Antonio. Yeah, see what you guys saying in the chat. What's up with you guys? Bulls playing well. Ben Seaton giving me a C-Red. Shout out to you, Ben. What's your Twitter? I will share to Chicago peeps. Hey, I appreciate it. I'll put it on screen right now, actually. Yeah, just got a new Twitter, so I really appreciate it. But it's at Pat Sieps. Yeah, I tweet about the Bulls and Vikings a lot. Put a link for you guys in the chat right now. But that is my Twitter. If you guys want to give me a follow, at Pat Sieps. I appreciate it, Gutter. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Got a little game break here in Chicago. Bulls are up 17 on the Jazz. Jazz were about to set the record for most turnovers in an NBA game, it felt. First half, I mean, the Jazz literally had 21 turnovers. It was like 2 minutes into the third. Yeah, shout out to you, Gutter. Gutter, if you give me a follow, I'll give you a follow right back, man. Shout out to you, bro. Let's go. Shout out to Gutter. Shout out to you, Gutter. Lauri Markkanen with another 20 and 10 game. Bulls back on offense here as Vooch throws it away, but it's going to be off the Jazz. 8 minutes left here in the fourth. Yeah, they're showing Lauri Markkanen some love. He's been great, man, this whole year. Ball into LaVine. LaVine and Vooch going to try to close this one out. He gets downhill. He slips and he fouls. It's going to be a block. Just an out-of-control move by LaVine. Gets bailed out by the refs. It doesn't go in the postseason. I'm here because of Bears Chat Sports as a fan for this channel to grow and get the likes and subs. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. Let's go to another TV timeout. We're going to review this. All right, another TV timeout. Another TV timeout. Eight minutes left here. Showing Lonzo Ball Summer League highlights. Man, the good old days. If you guys remember the Lonzo Ball Summer League experience, man, that shit was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, but we're going to, our post-game show is just going to be about, like, did the Bulls fix their issues after beating the Jazz? I'll kind of give you guys my thoughts on that. Kind of breaking down the game a little bit and just kind of talking shop, so. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do for our little post-game show. Little post-game show. If you guys want to shout out in the chat, type me below. It's like our third TV timeout in the last minute 30. They're reviewing something. I don't know what they're reviewing. LaVine just literally threw his body into Olynyk, and they called a foul. 2 shots coming for LaVine. The best. I grew up being a Bulls fan. Me too, man. Lloyd is saying, what happened to the Jazz? I don't know. Shout out to you, Killa. Okay, I'm following. My Gutter name got kicked off YouTube. My real name is USFO. My bad for name. I'm real person. Oh, yeah, I just got you, man. I just got you. I just gave you a foul. Shout out to you. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. LaVine at the free throw line. He knocks down the first. Bang, bang, Bulls. Let's go. LaVine knocks them both down. Bulls up 19. Got you, Gutter. Shout out to my friends watching this game. Bulls and Jazz. Yes, sir. Olynyk now drives. Kick out to Clarkson. He's going to drive. It's going to be another foul. Holy cow. Clarkson with his probably his 30th turnover of the game. He stinks, dude. He is just such an out-of-control basketball player. He's a chucker. Bulls are the best because my dad was a Bulls fan, so I started being a Bulls fan. How did you become a Bulls fan? Same way. Same way. I feel like it's something you're born into. LaVine now gets to the Vooch. 7:30 left. Back to LaVine. They run a little two-man here. Takes a pull-up 3. Shot up. No good. Collins with the rebound. Gets it to THT as they try to get it going in transition. Kelly Olynyk driving on Vooch. I don't know what the hell that was, but he got it up, and another foul. Torrey Craig fouls him. 111-92. Markkanen at the free throw line. I'm back, just taking a bath. Nope. Markkanen's got bruises all over his arm. He's at the line, though. He knocks down the first one. Bulls will probably see the bench get a lot of run after this game. Or at least I would assume so. I'm back. What's up, Balin? How you doing? Markkanen up to 29 points now after that free throw. 111.94. 111.94. What did I miss? The Jazz are a terrible basketball team. That's necessarily what you missed. Jazz turned the ball over more than anybody. Vooch now. Vooch going to get it to Zach. Zach and Vooch run a little pick and roll. Kick out to Io. Io stepped out of bounds. This game is awful. Turnover after turnover after turnover. I mean, it's insane. Both teams now. Here we go. THT bringing it up. Gets to Clarkson. Clarkson kicks it out. Collins wide open. He's going to take a three up. No good. Io gets the board. Bulls still up 17. Looking to get back up 20. Bulls have 7 players in double figures here. Kobe White, drop off to Vooch. Vooch, nice little push shot. Bulls back up 9. They have been maintaining this lead. Yeah, Balin, the Jazz have about 30 turnovers. THT gets going. Misses a layup. Now Torrey Craig gets it to Io. Kick out to LaVine. He's going to take an open 3. No good. Jazz get the board. Jazz are trying to go with a little bit of pace here. A little more up and down play. Clarkson drop off to Walker Kessler, and Kessler gets the dunk. All right, 6 minutes left in the ball game. Bulls up 17. Kobe White gets a double screen, drops it off to Vooch. Vooch working on Kessler, gets it to Torrey Craig, kick out to White. White's going to take a 3 up and good. Kobe White knocks down the 3 as the Bulls are back up 20. Type those bangs. Shout out to Kobe White. Playing good. Bulls 16 of 29 from downtown. Clarkson driving on Kobe White. He throws up a terrible shot. Clarkson stinks. Kick out to THT. 3-pointer up and good. No good there. Dude. This is an awful game. The Jazz are terrible, dude. Oh, dude. They had 20 turnovers in the first half. Yeah, I'm going to hop into the post-game show with like 3 minutes left. I'm doing trying something else out. I saw like the Lakers, they cut it to 1 or some shit like that. Really? The Bulls are up 22 right now, laying it on the Jazz. Nice shot by Kobe. Bang, bang, bang. Walker Kessler's going to take a corner 3 and he hits it. Walker Kessler's taking 3s. This game is drunk. Jazz are playing sloppy, to be honest. Yes, they are, Balin. You aren't wrong. Drop off to Vooch. He's going to take a little push. No good by Vooch. THT getting it going. Throws it up to Kessler. Misses the layup. 4 minutes left now in the fourth. Kobe White dancing. Throws it to Zach. Zach LaVine drives. Kick out Io. Wide open 3. Buckets. Io to Sumo. As the Bulls are up 121-99. Bulls are up 121-99. Here we go. Timeout by the Jazz. Under 4. 121-99. 121-99. Holy cow. Yeah, the Jazz have playing bad, dude. Wow, I won by 0.4 points this week in my fantasy football league. Let's go. Let's go. They're showing highlights of Jordan hitting 6 threes in the finals. The GOAT, Michael Jordan. If you don't think Jordan's a GOAT, you're a clown. Balin is saying, hey, the Bulls are hitting threes. About time. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, they are. Fans are clearing out of the United Center as the Bulls beat the Jazz. Or did the Jazz beat themselves? That's what we're going to talk about in our postgame show. So you guys stay tuned for that. Vooch has 8 points. WTF. Yeah, he's only got 8. All right, Chris Dunn in the game, former Bulls legend. Bulls still have the starters in there, and the Jazz have cleared the bench. I do not know any of these players on the floor for the Jazz right now. This is incredible. Except for Chris Dunn. And Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton is he has fallen off. It's a little bucket there. Shout out to Colin Sexton, right? As I'm talking bad about him. Alrighty. Jester, what up, baby? Kobe White gets it to Vooch. Vooch going to work out on number 77. I think that's Yerstefin or whatever. All right, Vooch now. Vooch needs to pad the stats a little bit. Vooch only had 8 points tonight. He's going to – I guarantee you Vooch gets the next 5 shots. Foul there by Zach LaVine. LaVine just wanted to check out of the game. Dang, the Bulls finally are about to beat a team in the Western Conference. Yeah, it never happens. Literally never happens. As now the benches are clearing here. Dalen Terry going in. Patrick Williams going in. Next 2 weeks, the Bulls won't have to get on a plane. Their only road game is in Milwaukee. Patrick Williams, another turnover by the Jazz. We got fully bench. Bulls going to get a win. Let's go. All right, guys, we're going to hop into a little post-game show. Dalen Terry takes a 3. That's going to be no good. We're going to hop into a little post-game show here. Just breaking down the Bulls win versus the Jazz. Just kind of talking about the upcoming schedule and all. So, listen, benches are in. We're going to hop into our post-game show right now. So, make sure you guys big-time win versus the Utah Jazz. That is what is in store for you guys today on today's edition of the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman. Welcome in. The Bulls do get a blowout victory over the Utah Jazz on Monday night. And listen, if I had to call a spade here, I felt like this game was more about the Jazz playing bad than it was the Bulls playing well. So if you guys weren't watching the game, listen, pretty much to sum up the entire night, the Jazz, I thought at a point the Jazz were going to break the record for the most turnovers in an NBA basketball game. And listen, a win is a win in that NBA. Like, anytime you can stack wins, especially the Bulls, they're coming off a 3-game losing streak, just lost to 3 straight Western Conference opponents. So it's nice to get the win under their belt. But, man, the Jazz at a point in the first half had 19 turnovers. And the Bulls, honestly, credit to them. The Bulls, actually this year, if there's one positive of this Bulls team, they actually take care of the basketball pretty dang well. And that was kind of my biggest takeaway, was the turnover differential. Like, the Jazz turned it over almost 30 times tonight. The Bulls, I believe, they'll probably finish this game turning it over about 7 or 8 times. So that was the biggest takeaway. The Jazz just continuously turned the ball over. But the Bulls definitely took advantage. And listen, 3-point shooting tonight was also a big storyline. Like, the Bulls actually shot the ball from deep very well. And it was actually the first half when the Bulls really started to get it going. But right now, points off turnovers to wrap up this game, the Bulls had 30 points off turnovers. The Jazz had 1. You're going to win most of your games when you can turn the other team over and you don't turn the ball over yourself. You're going to win a lot of games. But the question being, did the Bulls fix their issues after the game versus the Jazz? I still think the answer is no. Listen, the Jazz aren't a good basketball team. Like, I'm watching guys like Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton. Like, they really only have 2 players I like, and that's Lauri Markkanen, former Bull. Shout out to Lauri. And probably Walker Kessler. I like Walker Kessler as well. But, I mean, listen, the Jazz are a bad basketball team. They're 2-5 coming into tonight, and they really lived up to that 2-5 record. I just think this game had a lot more to say about the Jazz than it did the Bulls. The Bulls still on offense a lot of times during this game. They just went back to that ISO ball where it was like LaVine, DeRozan's turn. They would just switch off back and forth. And yes, the Bulls did get a big time win. I'm not trying to discredit that. But question being, did they fix their issues tonight? Probably not. Like, they still looked like the same team. Pretty much if you wanted to, like, sum this game up, 2 sentences, right? The Bulls made their threes. They're going to end up shooting around 50% from downtown, hit about 16 or 17 of them. What did the Jazz do? I thought at a point the Jazz were going to set the record for the most turnovers in an NBA basketball game. Like, that's just kind of what happened. Yeah, the Jazz are not a good basketball team. That was my biggest takeaway. Did the Bulls fix any of their issues? I probably am going to have to say no on that one. But listen, I mean, they did play well. So, listen, you got the Suns coming into town on Wednesday. That's a great kind of litmus test. Like, that's a great kind of like, all right, let's see how we did here. Let's see if we can carry on what we did against the Jazz. Can we have that translate to a real basketball team in the Phoenix Suns? That's a question the Bulls are going to need to answer. I will say offensively, the one thing I did like, they really stopped running their offense through Vooch tonight. I thought that was a great call. But listen, because I'm just not the biggest fan of when they run the offense through Vooch. I know some Bulls fans really like it, but listen, guys, it's not 1980 anymore. Like, you can't run your offense through a back-to-the-basket big. I honestly like the Bulls' offense the most when it's free-flowing and it's kind of just like you're not throwing the ball to DeMar in the low block. You're not giving LaVine countless pick and rolls of Vooch. You're not throwing the ball to Vooch in the low block. Have him be more free-flowing. I think that's when the Bulls are, really at their best, is when the offense is just, free and just everybody's moving, but the Bulls just still tonight, like, even when they're playing good basketball and they're hitting threes, like, man, they just kind of fall back to their same bad habits that they've had for the last 3 seasons with this big three. So overall, it's a good victory tonight, but kind of feels like the Jazz just kind of lost that game. You know what I mean? Like, feels good. I love it, but kind of felt like the Jazz just kind of lost that game a little bit. I'll be giving you guys more thoughts on the game and just kind of talking about the future for the Bulls because, listen, there are a ton of trade rumors around Zach LaVine, DeMar if the Bulls continue to lose games. But make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're going to be having watch parties all year long, so make sure you guys do tune in, subscribe, help me out. Hey, also, we're a company here at Chat Sports. If you guys want to make me look good for my bosses, hey, hit that sub button. We're closing in on actually 5,000 subscribers here on the Bulls Report. I would absolutely love if we could hit that off this video. If you guys haven't already, I would really appreciate it. Go down there, hit that subscribe button. Also, let me know your thoughts on the Chicago Bulls. We'll get to more thoughts here about the Bulls-Jazz game and just the Bulls as a whole here in a second. But I do got to give a huge shout-out to PrizePicks, today's sponsor of our post-game show, PrizePicks. PrizePicks, it's daily fantasy made easy. It's simple, guys. All you got to do is pick 2 or more players, and then you choose more or less on their projected stat types, and you guys can start winning some serious cash. PrizePicks, it makes the game so much more interesting. Anytime you have a game that may be a little boring and you want to add some extra juice, hop on PrizePicks. I mean, they even make the blowout games interesting because you're still tracking these players, tracking their projected stat types. Will they go more? Will they go less? It is a ton of fun. I love using PrizePicks, especially during the NBA regular season. Like, it is a ton of fun. I promise you, you guys won't regret it. But if you guys do get hooked up with PrizePicks, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. And if you guys use the code CLNS, they'll actually match your first deposit up to $100. You guys can get $100 free to play. So make sure you guys do it at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS. But final thoughts here coming off the Bulls-Jazz game. They had a season high, 130 points on the night. They made 18 three-pointers. Offense, they look good. They hit shots, but you still found, like, in key spots of the game when the Jazz were going on a run and the Bulls needed a bucket, they kind of reverted back to their old selves. So it's like, yeah, we'll get the ball to DeMar and LaVine in the post, and they can create a shot, and the Bulls hit them today. But can they do that consistently? I just really don't think so. And that was the biggest concern tonight. It was just like they played well, but they still looked like their old selves. Like, listen, the Bulls were 40-42 last year. It's not like the Bulls won 20 games and the way they played just couldn't win ball games. But this is the problem with the Bulls. You're going to beat teams like the Jazz. Okay? You're going to be able to stack wins like that because they do have talent on this roster, but I just am really concerned. And I'm kind of scared that when the NBA trade deadline rolls around, that the Bulls could possibly be around 500, and they're going to think, let's just go on a run. If we just go on a run, we'll be good. And I think that would be the worst thing that could happen for this franchise if they don't clear ship at the NBA trade deadline. And that's why I kind of want to kick into this question. Should the Bulls trade Zach LaVine. Pretty much should the Bulls be buyers or sellers at the NBA trade deadline? I got to ask you guys. Give me a T for trade or give me a P for pass down in the comments section. I'm kind of in the camp. They should blow it up. Even if you're 500, I just think the max potential of this team is a first-round playoff exit. That is the max potential. Go get some young talent. Go get some draft capital. Blow this roster up. Because even after a 20-point victory against the Western Conference opponent, still the same old Bulls. Like, they didn't really change anything. They didn't really change their MO. Just felt like the same old team. It's just today, they hit shots and the Jazz didn't. So I'll be probably typing my T for trades. But if you guys disagree with me, obviously, you guys let me know down in the comments section. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's edition of the Bulls Report. Did the Bulls fix their issues against the Utah Jazz? I say no. But if you guys disagree with me, obviously comment down below. And then obviously you guys can also give me a follow on Twitter for more Bulls content all year long. Thank you guys so much for watching today's show. See y'all next time. As always, go frickin' Bulls, baby. All right, guys, we're going to sign off today's live show. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for everybody tuned in.